Oh, hello, everyone. We're here to play some D&D. I hope everybody had a pleasant weekend. And now here we are on a Monday. Garfield hates them, but we love them because we get to play D&D. That's my opening line.
Where's the lasagna? Did you make your lasagna?
I did actually have lasagna for dinner. Yes.
There it is.
I almost misspoke and said lasagna for dessert. It would just be a funny concept.
Hey man, do you?
I know, right? Listen, no one said dessert has to be sweet. It's just the thing you have after the proper meal, right? Technically.
This is completely unrelated. I love the title of the video you posted for the music, Ryan.
Me too.
Lo-fi,
Me too.
Yeah. And I love that it's just like, so lo-fi fantasy hip hop beats to study spells brew potions too. And I love that they basically took the same lo-fi hip hop girl but turned her into like a scribe or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And a dragon's the cat.
Awesome. Yep.
Yeah, that's so great. So yeah, we're here to play some more D&D. It's Tales of Sentra. This is episode 62. I think this one's going to be, I'm not going to say a special episode. I'm going to say probably a potentially shorter episode than usual, just because we're kind of doing a little like sort of transitional episode as you guys kind of get into the real finale stuff, you know? Also of note, Andrew's not here. He unfortunately, his computer just like decided, nah, but we'll have him next time. So before we get into this episode, who would like to recap what happened last episode?
I could finally do a recap.
So Sydney, what happened last week?
Fuck.
I used every amount of sending that I possibly could in order to get people to go to take care of the remaining gates, and every single person I contacted said, "No, we'll just wait." So the end of the world doesn't fucking matter.
Rufus was like, "We'll talk about it. I'll be there soon." And Val's boyfriend is in prison in an anti-magic cell.
But I mean, we'll take care of it we'll later. It's like,
Visk needs
cool.
to get off his meds. Old Visk would have been like, I'm doing it!
All right, yeah.
I'll do it myself.
I did forget
Is
Fisk
that-
was like, nah.
he was
Is
the
that a
A1.
He didn't say nah. He was
I will have to consult the council.
Yeah, he's red tape
Yeah.
Fisk now.
His is the one that's like in the Dragon Bones area, right? And they're
Well,
like,
yeah,
it's historic.
No, that one was already taken. This one was already taken care of. They wanted
No, this
Fisk
one's
to
like up
take his
north
army
more.
up here and just destroy property that wasn't under his jurisdiction.
That's kind of amazing.
But tonight you may the idea of tonight's episode though is that you're going to meet with somebody who could do something about it.
Ooh. Other things that happened last time.
Technically, do something about it. It just involves like arson and stuff.
It's true.
Too bad we
What?
don't have a gnome.
Too bad we don't have it now.
It's true.
always need a gnome in the party.
We also had a Phoenix Wright episode last time where there was a whole court case.
Hey, we did not have a Phoenix Wright episode. We had a Phoenix Flight episode.
Yes,
It's
thank
true.
you.
Phoenix Flight episode.
It is a legally distinct character.
Don't
This
sue
is-
us.
It's a transformative work. He's not even the same
Capcom
species.
was like, oh.
I'll just message
yeah,
my friends at
Wright is a
Capcom and be
brunette,
like,
so
hey,
it's clearly not the same person.
I won't name drop.
did
I'll
that.
just company drop and say I'll message my Capcom people and be like, hey, is this cool? And most likely they will say, yeah. I mean, come on, we're not doing anything with Phoenix, right?
And they will say, we'll see you in court.
right.
And I'll say I'll bring
you're
my
banned.
bird lawyer.
We won, and that's that. Oh, and it came out that Aarakocra and centaurs are all ducks on the inside.
Yeah. How about that?
What?
They're all ducks.
Yeah, they have
Okay.
a common ancestor that was a duck.
I remember the common ancestor thing. I maybe vaguely remember the duck thing. I thought that was just a joke.
Nope.
No, that's there.
So how much
okay, then.
of their duck ancestry do they retain? Because if my scientific biology information is correct, ducks have a very specific member of their biology, and I wonder if it passed down to any of their...
That's a question for Lancer's wife.
Passed down to all of them.
I should have fucking known.
I don't remember
Also-
what else happened.
We learned that Lancer is a totem of the duck.
Oh yeah.
Barbarian.
Oh right.
Can you? How many levels of that are you?
9.
9 levels of
9.
duck barbarian.
Yeah.
My
I don't
God,
remember
even
what
know what
that-
it does.
I know you have like acid resistance because you supposedly have like
Yeah.
feathery skin or something. What else?
So
yeah, what
I
else do you
get-
have?
Let's see.
Isn't there like,
I
like
have
an
to-
intimidating quack or something like that?
Something like that. Okay, so feathered spirit. While raging, an attacker that you can see targets you with an attack. You can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. So that's part of it. Like water off a duck's back.
Jesus
Yeah, I remember
Christ,
that one.
an actual thing.
Yeah.
Aspect of the mallard, resistance to acid damage, can move underwater without penalties to movement. So actually,
Which is really funny for like
Lancer has a swim speed. Yeah, Lancer has a fucking swim speed, and now also a flight speed because of the feather thing you gave him. What else is from the aspect of the mallard? There's not a lot because barbarians don't get like a ton from their
Subclass. Yeah.
subclass, but I can't remember off the top of my head everything that they get.
Sid, everything all good over there? You looked concerned as you were looking at your monitor.
Oh, because we've been playing Guild Wars, I had attenuation on, so I couldn't hear any of the music unless I selected a different listening device. In
Hmm.
which case I could hear you guys, but then the stuff was playing through the monitor. But I got it figured out.
Gotcha.
Got it figured out. It just took me a
Okay.
year to get there.
I found it. It also gives me the ability to cast Beast Sense and speak with animals as rituals. And then I get stuff at 10th and 14th level. So
if
yeah.
you level up again, which I imagine you guys will get at least one more level up before the finale, you could potentially get whatever that is.
Yeah, the next one is not great, but it is kind of funny. At 10th level, you can cast Commune with Nature spell, but only as a ritual. When you do so, a spiritual version of one of the animals you chose as a spirit, totem spirit, or aspect of the duck, let's just assume a duck, appears to you as you convey the information you seek.
An elder duck.
That's great.
An elder duck would literally appear,
Yes.
which I imagine would be like the
Lancer.
progenitor
Yeah.
of both of them.
Yeah.
I do love the 14th one, which is literally just called Duck. It says, while raging, if you hit a creature with a melee attack on your turn, you can replace one of your attacks to flap your arms while honking and flailing at the same target. The creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or be frightened of you until the end of your next turn.
That's not a bad ability.
Yeah.
No.
Like
It's kind of weak for a 14th, but it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
It's
But the
written-
flavor of it, though.
Yeah, it's written in a funny way, but like the flavor of that is great. Like defeating an enemy and then just staring at one and being like, "You're next," and that actually
Honk,
comes
honk, honk.
right is great. Yeah.
The character that subclass was made for was by, Matt Mercer did it, but
Yeah.
it was played by Napoleon Dynamite, John Heder.
John Peter. Yeah.
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 That's awesome.
And the popular theory is that their high-level bard Scanlan, who went off to go be a drug lord, I guess that's a bard thing. He needed a guard, someone to protect him. So the popular theory is that he found a duck, and he true polymorphed that duck into a half-orc barbarian guard,
That's amazing.
and that's why that guy's backstory is like, I just woke up one day, and there were a bunch of ducks everywhere, and they raised me, and that's what happened. And it's like, that doesn't make sense. But with Scanlan, it might make
I
sense.
think my favorite thing though is he rolls like 3 natural 20s in a row.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then Travis rolls 3 natural 1s in a row. And he's just mad because he's being shown up by this duck barbarian.
Yeah. At one point, he runs up and he's like, "Don't worry, dude, I got you." Natural 20. It's like,
I'm gonna have to look up that clip.
oh, so good. Episode
That's
100.
I miss Vox Machina so much.
So yeah.
So yeah, that's a lot of stuff happened last time, and yeah, that's all accurate. Yeah, but the big important thing, I guess, like the big win from last episode is you did broker that peace between the Centaur and the Arakocra, and as a result, their armies can aid you should the need come for it. But of course, that's the Dreamcatchers don't want it to come down to that sort of battle. Your goal is to infiltrate and hopefully, get Bronson back and take care of whatever it is on the other side. That way there doesn't have to be any big battle. Taking the, I guess there's no need for a war because we already killed your boss kind of route. But as far as today, or what we're doing this evening, one of the things you guys wanted to do was to potentially seal off the gate in this mansion. And in order to do that, good old Indiana Gnomes, who's been hanging out at Drake's Ravine, said, hey, I could use your help here, and in exchange, we'll see what we can do about that mansion. So that's kind of what's going on today. But first...
Can we teleport now?
Yeah,
Yep.
Charlie can do that.
I totally missed that. I was like, how are we gonna... What?
Yeah,
Charlie
Charlie
can
can teleport now.
Yeah.
It's got instant transmission.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
But as you leave the courtroom and all the
Got a lot of
celebrations-
DBZ things going on.
As you leave the courtroom and the celebrations are happening, you're first going to be stopped by some of the other leaders here. Good old Hessa and Brooke here. Hessa being, of course, the 1T representative. It's going to walk up and just stop you all. Dreamcatchers, before you all head out for whatever important business I'm sure you're on, could I have a quick word?
Hey guys, I think our name is catching on. I think people know that with the Dreamcatchers. I thought that was just a name that we made for ourselves.
No, I've been sending it along, trying to get it copyrighted, so there aren't any, people trying to profit off our name.
Trademark. You gotta get it trademarked, not copyrighted.
Oh, that's where we messed up. That's where we messed up.
I'm a guard, not a lawyer. I don't know why I'm handling this stuff.
The
Maybe we should
style
get
put
one
in
over
some
here.
words.
The style
at the
leads into
office.
frame. You can always mail it to yourself, and the postage date means that's the date of creation. That whole loophole that people did. You know what I'm talking
Who the
about?
fuck was that?
Apparently that's not valid anymore, by the way. The thing where you can, if you mail yourself,
yeah?
the idea and, you leave it sealed, that's, a way
So
you can
it-
prove you had the idea first. Apparently that's no
So
longer a thing.
It's never been valid, and it's not necessary either.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
that
thought at
doesn't
one point it
sound
was.
real.
No,
I
it's
had
never
always
been
heard that
valid.
said as conventional wisdom is if you have an idea,
No,
you want to make
it-
sure no one steals it. Do this so it's postmarked so you can prove it was in circulation before the other thing.
No,
No?
that doesn't actually matter for anything. The only thing that they will go off in a court case is the date of the
Trademark.
copyright.
Or copyright. Yeah.
But if you copyright your thing and then you have to dispute it with somebody else, you can do it retroactively. So, if you don't have something copyrighted, you can copyright it before you file a lawsuit, file the lawsuit, and then provide documentation that shows that you actually did stuff on the previous
Interesting.
date.
That's kind of where we get all those stupid slap lawsuits too.
Mm.
Ugh, those whole things. Anyways, so Hessa quietly tucks away the Dreamcatchers t-shirt into her pocket. Anyway, what you all did in there was, it was very impressive, and obviously I was already aware of this threat, and now that I see that it's at least somewhat still ongoing, I thought perhaps it would be prudent if I sent some of my troops to aid you in this situation. So, if you need more men, or fighting, and not necessarily men, we all fight in Cesena, but if you need more troops, I could supply some when the time comes.
That would be good. If our plan doesn't go forward correctly and we all die on the other side, you're going to be in a world of hurt. So, good to have you guys standing by in case we all, meet our untimely ends.
You got it.
Very wise of you for your own self-preservation.
Yes. Wait, she's 1T. Yes, it is. and then Brooke will step up, and I thought maybe I could do the same if I talked to all the monks in the Tabaxi lands, potentially.
Oh, yeah. We trained with them for a hot minute, so if you drop our name, they should know we're legit.
Yeah. I mean, they like a good fight, so I'll give them one. Or not me. You know what I'm saying. I'm a merchant, not a
Yep.
fighter.
Remember that skirmish we had, Charlie, where you beat me?
That was a very long time ago, but yes, I do believe I remember that, Braun.
Good times.
Charlie's
Except for the part where I was fireballed.
See, Charlie's actual memory is him
I
just
thought-
like
I thought I
standing on
used-
top of Bron's corpse, just like, yeah!
I thought I used a cone of cold on you.
You did that too.
I used that and a fireball?
Yeah.
Wow, well, you're pretty strong. You can take it.
My skin was very, my pores were very open after that fight. Let's put it that way.
And so they'll both step out on the way. Brooke, however, will of course just like pass by Val and give a little. The song will be sung again.
See you later, man. If I don't die, you know.
Right. Well, if you do, I suppose we'll have to find another person for the circle, huh?
Oh yeah, because I'm just so easily like replaced. That's fine too.
So
No,
walk-
it'll be fine. Really.
so yeah, so they walk out. You've taken care of that. I'll give you your fun little, your little markers here just to indicate that you got other people helping
Yes.
you out.
Show us all the people that'll die in the final fight.
We're gonna prevent
For
the final
peace.
fight. It'll be okay.
There's the other one.
They will go to war for peace.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, they're
hopefully.
peacekeepers now. We know how that goes.
Alrighty. So yeah, so that's that, and then it's just about time to head out and meet up with Indy. Although there was one other person who wanted to speak with you, and as you exit the courthouse, he will be standing there.
Ah,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you, Captain.
Oh, you made it back. How did it go?
Fine. The airship seems to be in tip-top shape. Can't complain.
So it didn't burn and crash down, is what you're saying.
It did not. I stand here before you just fine.
Brown's gonna hold out a empty palm to Valison. Pay up.
Crisp high five for you, buddy.
I can't buy armor with high fives.
No, I'll pay him. I'll pay him.
I think Hazard had a bet on that too, which I think y'all worked out the math on that last time.
Yeah, I think we did that.
Yeah. So you all wanted to speak to me about something, about gates and whatnot, yes?
Yes, there's a gate in Pawtooth underneath the Temple of Torm. I don't know how else to say this, but if you don't close that door, the world could end. It has 26 times before.
Right. I'm what? 26 times before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ponder that for a while. I'm obviously
okay, but
aware
there's
of.
not a whole lot of time to ponder it, so you should probably hop on the train while the getting is good, you know?
Yes, I should.
Choo choo.
I should look into that. At the
Okay.
very least, maybe I'll make Juno take lead on the project.
Sounds great. He could use some backbreaking labor.
I think so too. We might serve the same god, but I don't like that guy very much, if I'm being honest.
No.
Anyways, yes,
Well-
I can look into that, and while I'm there, I suppose I could also speak to the orcs and potentially the Goliaths about this whole army that you're building yourself.
If it makes a difference, that's the reason why their leaders got the bad dreams from a while back. So if they want to keep those dreams just that, it's in their best interest to help us.
Good point. And I know you also saved the Goliath ambassador from his poisoning, so I'm sure he'll be more than willing to help out as well.
Also,
Appreciate
though,
that.
ideally there won't be a huge war or something, but also who knows, man.
Right, well, it's good to be better to have the army and not need it than to need it and not have it.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Right, well, I suppose I will take care of that now. And I wish you all best of luck on wherever your journey is taking you next. Where is your journey taking you next, if I may ask?
Hellside.
Wait, also you need to destroy
Oh.
the thing. Did you already talk about that? I was
We
reading
just talked
a thing.
about that.
God bless. Sorry, I was reading my shadow lore because they named it they wrote it differently, and I was like, "What the f- is this?" And then I realized what it was.
Oh, is that the absorb the shadow thing?
No, that's like I can make somebody like I can charm them, but they're afraid of me for like 8 hours. I've literally never used it because every time we have an interrogation, it just doesn't come into play.
You can charm them, but you can
Yeah,
make them scared.
I whisper
Is it
praise
that
one
like Bill
creature.
Hader mark me
Sure,
down
sure,
as
wait.
scared and aroused?
Maybe. The target must make a
Mark me
wisdom
down as
save.
scared
If it
and
fails, the target is
aroused.
charmed by you for the next 8 hours, or until your allies attack it, damage it, or force it to make a saving throw. When the effect ends, the creature has no understanding as to why it held such fear of you. Like they totally reworded the whole thing. But
Huh.
anyway, proceed.
That's cool.
Oh, is this like a thing that was a UA and is now a Tasha thing?
Because it was something that was always there.
Oh, it just got
But now
reworded.
it's like, no, they're charmed by you, and it used to just straight up be like, hey, they're afraid of you for like a few hours. Have fun.
Maybe it's because there's certain statuses in D&D or something. I needed to meet one of those. I don't know.
Yeah, it's helpful when there's a point of reference.
Well, that sounds like quite a lot. I know you already took your journey to the heaven side, so I suppose the other side of the coin was inevitable. I will leave you all to that then, and obviously, I wish you the best on that journey.
Appreciate it.
And Charlie, maybe at some point in the future you can show me how to do that fancy teleport thing you do. But save me some time. Anyways, you all have a pleasant trip. As pleasant as one can have.
Well, we'll see how it goes. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. We'll see.
Right. Well, best of luck to you all. And he's gonna walk away, and I just realized he's been wearing a big old codpiece this whole time. Like I never,
The whole time.
I just never until tonight. I was like, oh, look at that.
I was very worried about getting hit in the dick with a magic missile or something.
I only pick one target when I cast magic missile every time.
It's always in the dick.
So yeah, so he'll walk away. So yeah, so now yeah, so I guess your next thing was you're gonna meet up with Indy. If you feel like you need to resupply before you do that, obviously you can in town. Otherwise, we can figure out how you get out there.
Indy's the one who knows how to get to Hellside.
No, he's the one who will help seal off this other gate.
Oh,
So I
do
think
we
you
need
wanted
to
to
see him, or can we just send to him while we go do the Hellside thing?
I already sent to him, and he was like, "No, I need to be there to make sure that everything is okay because it's like a historical monument sort of thing." And that's when I was like, "Hey, Spither, how would you like to just totally annihilate the building?" And he was like, "Sorry, I'm in prison. I can't hear you." So you know.
Wait, so you telling me that we got teleport all the way out to him instead of doing the Hellside thing?
Well, yeah, we got to go take care of that first, I suppose.
Oh my gosh, why do we even need this guy? Like, we'll just do it ourselves.
Yeah, I think that the thought was just tying up. I think this is basically the last loose end you have, and then you're free to like do whatever it is you need to do in like hell, basically.
Man, it's a good thing for this world that there's literally like the 5 of us, because without us, man, the world would be ending.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they'd be screwed.
I mean, it's happened 26 times.
It's happened 20. You know, that just raises so many questions for me. Like, are we actually the bad guys here? Like, is this supposed to happen? Is this the way that like time is supposed to be? What unintended consequences are there gonna be if we do this and suddenly the world isn't ending? Because like, you know, it's like time is a circle, right? But then we're turning the circle into a line. The line goes off to who knows where.
Well, Charlie, if it makes you feel any better, we could still all die. So we might still fulfill that prophecy.
I guess if destiny is bigger than us, we will die. And I'm comfortable with that. As so long as I die quickly, because I don't want to experience a lot of pain.
Like, you know, samesies, actually. Actually, though.
But in the interest of not dying, let's go see what this Indiana Gnomes wants from us.
Yes, let's do that. Alright, everybody gather around. I'm going to teleport us.
Oh, you can do that now? That's cool.
That is a thing I can do. But actually, I think I can do it better if I am on your back.
Okay.
I fly up onto his
But I need
back.
that guy's prosthetic leg.
So Richard, I guess the closest point that you'd be able to reliably teleport to would be the Gnome City. Obviously, you can do other things, but that's a place where like you could just like no questions
He's
asked.
here, right?
Yeah. He's here in Drake's Ravine, and you've spent lots of time.
And
here
how
in the
far
Gnome
away
City.
is that from Drake? How
Well,
far away is Drake's Ravine?
It's like half a day's walk. Yeah, about half a day.
Okay.
And it's like probably a little after noon right now.
Guys, I think I'm gonna play it safe here because it's pretty close to the water, and I do not want to accidentally teleport us right in the middle of the water.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
What you gotta do, baby?
Alrighty, I'll teleport us to Hillside.
Bing bang.
It's like, oops, teleport to the wrong place.
So yeah, you've been there enough that like we don't have to do like the dice roll. Like it's the like 1 to 100 destination thing. You're good.
Mm-hmm.
And now so you're here in the Gnome City, and then if you want to just start heading west, now is the time to do so. Is that correct? Is that the okay?
I think we're good in terms of gear right now.
Okay. Well, then you start heading west, and yeah, it's gonna take about half a day's walk to get there. So, I don't know if there's anything that needs discussing on your way there. Now's the time if you want. Otherwise, I can just fast forward to the evening when you would arrive.
Hazard, you're awfully quiet. How'd you feel like the court went? The case went?
Pretty well. I wanted.
You sound different, Hazard. Are you sure you're all right?
coming down with something, possibly.
Oh, I'm thinking of Vanders for a second.
Yeah. Well, I think the court went quite well. We broke in peace. Huzzah!
Classic Vander.
Yeah. So you do have, like, yeah, Hazard is technically here. So if there are resources of hazards you feel like you need to use, we'll call him out and we'll make sure they get used because he is technically present.
We're just gonna need to take the grapple hook, right? I mean, are we all in?
No,
agreement?
please. That's my favorite toy.
Everybody gets a chance with the grappling hook. This time it's Lancer's turn, so go ahead.
I love the
Imagine the centaur.
Imagine someone's like at like their desk and they look out the window and they just see horse legs just go by really quickly. And definitely because you know Lancer would be just like whoa, just like really enjoying
Absolutely.
it.
But given the world, I could just imagine like the guy just goes right back to his work. He's like, another day in Octon.
Yeah. Like he goes, like the guy who's just like, yep. Anyways, that's 2 gold. Just like totally nonplussed. So yeah, so you start heading out. Ryan, I wanted to there wasn't a good picture of it. I was trying to get a picture of the actual like Valley of Drakes from Dark Souls for this. But like there wasn't anything that looked good enough. Although this was also an image result for that. I don't know if this is like concept art or something, but
It looks like a Demon Soul intro.
Yeah,
when he's like the body's flapping around.
Yeah, it's a great picture, so I was happy with it. And it's like some nice watercolor going on. So yeah, so you get there around about evening time. You would kind of see a campfire in the distance. And as you approach it, sitting around the campfire is a familiar face here, Mr. Indiana Gnomes. And then 2 other kind of younger faces you don't recognize, but one's a Wanti and one's a young centaur.
Hello.
Indiana gnomes, do 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 do.
And he like looks up from his little scroll. Oh, hello, yes, Palison. I'm happy you're here. Thank you so much for coming. And Mr. Hamstrong, it's a pleasure to meet you, and young Charlie, you as well. And I don't think he's met Lancer.
No,
I don't think so. And
no.
I don't know if we've been acquainted, sir. Indiana
Lancer,
Gnomes.
nice to meet you. And he like reaches down his big hand.
He reaches up his like small hand. Yes.
Crush.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. Yes. Hello. I am Indiana Gnomes, head of the Centran Archaeological Society, as well as explorer extraordinaire. I suppose I have some new faces of my own for you all to meet as well. These are my 2 newest research assistants. Over here is Tattle, and over here is Filver. Please say hello, you 2. And Tattle will just like, yes, hi. And Filver will give like a big like, hello.
That sounds about
I
right.
love him. I would die for him.
Yeah, like I said,
Okay.
sometimes I just see a picture and I'm like, I'm figuring out, I'm shoehorning this person in the campaign somehow because the art is just great. Yaktar, yes. And he'll just,
Yep.
midway through that, he'll be like, oh, you're Captain Lancer from like the army and stuff.
Yes.
My big sister fought for you once. Well, I guess
Oh.
still did. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, her name is, let me consult my notes for my own sister's name. Yes. Her name is Buck. She's one of your soldiers. That is one of your named soldiers.
Oh, well, she's a good soldier. Glad to meet a member of the family. He'll do the whole arm handshake.
He does a little better than Indy with the handshake, but it's still like, oh, sorry, she's a tough
I feel
one.
like you would immediately recognize. It's like, yes, I remember. It's the yak one.
Yes, that one.
I have my dad's yak traits. She has more of mom's horse traits.
That makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah, she's got the strength and speed. I got the brains and the horns. Anyways, nice to meet you.
So, Indiana gnomes, what brings us out here, and what brings you out here? We should say.
Well, of course, I have been searching for the remains of the ancient dragon Yendis, and well, for as long as I've been out here, I unfortunately haven't turned anything up. Although I suppose that's to be expected, considering, you know, when you picture dragon remains, I'm sure you're picturing a great big beast that flies through the skies, and well, Yendis was not that. She was actually more so my size.
Tiny?
Small.
Dragon? Like itty bitty?
Yes, a small one. And Filver will like lean in. She used her brains a lot too, like me. More brains than brawn. Well, that's like muscle, not you, sir, with the great mustache. Sorry.
Watch it.
I'm sorry. Would you like some milk? He extends a canteen that's full of
Where
milk.
did he get it? Where did he get it? Is it yak's milk? Is it milk?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, suit yourself.
I don't want to know where that came from.
You see the Wanti Tattle is like, she makes that face in the picture. She's just kind of disgusted by it. Just
It's like, I don't see any cows out here. I'm concerned.
yeah. He's had the
He
same.
milks it himself.
What?
Yeah, it's true. Yes, she was gnome-sized. She was a smaller dragon, not a big flying one. It's true. Tattle, would you like to explain the rest of the story? And she'll kind of get up. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Anyway, yeah, pleasure to meet y'all. My name's Tattle. Actually, I think my older brother fought with y'all at some point too. His name was Estel. Zwanti, like me, has a bow and arrow. He's- Yeah, he's, I don't know, whatever. I'm more interested in the old stuff. Anyways, yeah, so, Yendis was an H-Dragon. She traveled with, basically, what's known as Sentra's first explorer, a gnome named Phoebe Dragondig. Everybody just called her Drake for short. Pretty big adventurers. They like to work out of headquarters here that they called Drake's Keep. And, well, we never found Yendis' remains, but we did find the entrance to the keep. Of course, we don't really know what's going to go on inside of there, so the fact that you're all here for protection is appreciated. Can I sit down now? And Indiana's like, yeah, you can sit down now. She sits back down.
All right, I understand this is a quid pro quo situation we have here, so we should probably make it clear that we're willing to protect you in this excursion, but in exchange, that Dreamgate that we kept telling you about, it needs to go, preferably as soon as possible.
Oh, yes, Mr. Hamstrung. I assumed that was the deal. Did you not tell him that, Miss Shademark? I assumed that was the deal, yes?
Well, I mean, that's the deal, but also, like, if we can, like, expedite that, like, as soon as possible, like, I don't know what kind of, like, paperwork you need, but if we can, like, do it without the paperwork and then try to get it later or something.
I see. A sort of handshake deal.
I mean, like, the world is kind of resting on, like, these getting closed down.
I understand. Well,
And wait time needs to be very, very minimal.
Well, I suppose then we should check out the keep when everyone is rested and refreshed. And after doing that, yes, I will happily expedite the process. I mean, all it will take is a word from me, and the Archaeological Society can move on that.
Great.
I know my...
Valison, no. I know what you're thinking, and no. You can't do that.
What? Why not?
Don't. No. No.
Why?
Absolutely not.
All it would take was just like a book, and then
Nope.
it's just like it's
Nope.
done, you know?
Nope.
I don't know what he's talking about. Now I want to see her do it.
You've seen her do it.
This is going over my childlike head. What are we talking about?
I will wait.
It's...
You know that, Charlie, you know that thing where she kills someone and takes their face and their likeness, and she can
Oh,
pretend to be
yeah.
another person?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that
So we're
seems like
not
a
doing
pretty
that.
good thing to do.
No, we're not doing that.
To be able to do that and cast sending and sound like him and just be like, "Stop, get this done."
Okay, boss.
Burn it all down! You sound different, but okay.
Right, well, handshake deal. We will explore the keep in the morning, and I will send word immediately thereafter. Deal? And he'll extend he'll extend the same hand he shook with before, but it looks like it's already starting to bruise a little bit. So he puts his left hand out instead.
And Lancer takes the other hand.
I hope Allison would shake it. Yeah, okay. All right, deal is made. I'm going to turn in for the night and ice these hands. And I suppose we will set
Good
out,
for you.
and we will set out first thing. I will leave you all to it. I need to turn in, so have a good evening. And he tips his hat, and that's when you also notice he takes off the hat, and despite this like nice flowing red hair, he's totally just male pattern baldness all the way back. He's got like it's long on the sides, but all bald on top. Like, so he takes off the hat, and it's like shine, and he puts it back on. Anyways, I wish you all a good evening, and he'll head off to like his little tent.
All right.
I'm gonna turn in too. So we'll see you all in the morning. Really nice to meet you, Captain Lancer. I've heard stories. You seem like a pretty nice guy.
Oh, that's very nice. I'll say hello to your sister if I ever see her again.
That would be great. Can you tell her that I might not be like have the muscle, but I'm still like I can still like do important things because I'm smart.
Sure.
And also, I can totally grow a full beard. See, look, you see it? Tell her that and say it just like that, please.
I might be better in a letter.
Okay, well, good night. He trots off.
Hey, Bron. Hey, Bron.
Yes, Falson.
Hey, with him sleeping, it might be easier to
Nope.
get that done.
No.
You just wanted
Nope.
to save a little face.
No. No.
Why?
Because that is not what we do.
Because I'm the adult and I said so.
Tattle right here is looking at you with this same look as you're having this whispering conversation. But I will say she rolled a nat 1 on her eavesdropping check. So she's side-eyeing you, but she has no idea what it is you're actually talking about.
Just talking the logistics of the excursion tomorrow. That's all.
She totally knows I have drugs, though, because everybody does.
Oh, great. Well, listen, since the, boss and the uppity one are turned in, does anybody need a little, and she'll, like, reach into her, she's actually gonna pull out some calm leaf, like Val is carrying. Anybody need a little, nightcap?
Yes, please.
What?
She looks at Charlie,
I think you might be a little bit young for
I've
that,
been-
Charlie.
I would like help sleeping, please, because sometimes I have nightmares and they're scary.
How old are you, kid?
Old enough to dream.
She looks at the rest of the party.
Is there something else you could give him to calm his nerves by chance?
She looks over and sees the canteen of milk.
I'm old enough to grow wings.
Still only like, what, 10?
The milk freaks me out. The milk freaks me out.
And he just has a canteen. Well, the idea of milk in a canteen is already just so weird.
So I am old enough to die for my homeland, but I'm not old enough to drink.
Now
Or,
you're getting
or
it.
do whatever this is.
She looks at the party. Well, to be fair, this is decriminalized in the cracked lands. Just saying.
See,
this is free to
I
use
want
for
some
the
of that
blunt tea.
crack stuff.
No, it's
let's
not.
Let's not use the crackland as an example.
Right. Well, I'm going to take a hit of this. You all can partake if
Thank
you
you.
choose. And she's gonna start rolling it up to do that. Actually, no, she wouldn't roll it up. They'd have a pipe. What am I saying? She pulls out a pipe and starts like doing that whole deal. Is Braun just letting this go because it's out of his jurisdiction?
Braun's really gotten loose on the whole like we're in the
War
middle
on
of nowhere,
drugs.
right? I mean, he's way so far from Northport right now. He's way out of his jurisdiction.
Yeah. Well, she's.
But
gonna
if she's gonna try and give it to Charlie, that's gonna cross a line.
Yeah, she won't. But she will take a few puffs and just. Anybody else?
Yes, please.
Kid, I really don't think. I think you gotta wait a few more years.
Well, then fine. I'm just not gonna teleport you guys anymore. I'm not gonna do any of this anymore because you won't let me do things that I could die. Okay, and I want to try things.
Okay,
Don't
okay.
I have the right to do that? Or do I have no rights?
Charlie, you have a better chance of surviving out of all of us. You single-handedly took on a mob boss like a day or two ago.
Yeah, if you want me to keep on doing that, let me do some stuff.
She's gonna look at Braun, and then Braun, you're gonna get a sending, or not a sending, a message. And you mind just like as she like when she like does the piccolo move and like sends you a thing, and just like if you play along, I could quote give the kid some of this unquote.
Big eyebrow raise.
She looks at Charlie. Tell you what, why don't I prepare a special kid version?
You know what? Forget it. And Charlie's gonna like fly off. I'm gonna fly off and pout.
She flies off. I was just gonna like pick some of the actual grass around here and try to convince him, Anyways,
It's all right.
do you need to like go check on him?
I think we'll give him a little bit of time.
All right. Well, she looks at Val, looks at Hazard, looks at Lancer. Any of you for Calm Leaf?
Hazard would.
No.
That's your Hazard's like, well, it is natural. It does grow out of the ground. And I'm old in my years. I might as well take it all in right now, Anyways, Hazard will like do like the like Mandalorian like pull the mask up a little bit to like take a hit of it. Cuz he needs the shortest rest anyway. So they'll do a little puff pass. Did anybody want to do anything in the evening before you
Yes, I wanted to smoke.
Go get him, Charlie. What? Nope, that's not what I wanted.
At some point, oh sorry, go ahead, Sid.
You guys want, like, is there anybody in particular you want to try to scry on?
Do you want to scry on someone tonight?
I mean, why not? I scried on the kitty cat one time.
Yeah, but what happened? One of these days, it's gonna finally not work anymore.
Well, you gotta put it that way.
Honestly,
Charlie's not here anyway.
If it survives the whole campaign, that'd be something. And
I was gonna say, imagine if we make it the entire campaign.
It'll
Having said
break
that
into
now out loud.
epilogue.
Having said that, now we cannot use it this session.
Right.
Okay. Does anybody want to talk to anybody in particular?
Mm.
Fine. Fine. Good night, everybody. I'm gonna go to sleep because nobody wants to scry on anybody. Nobody wants to talk to anybody either.
5 acid.
What's 2? What's 2?
It's lightning. Okay.
Oh, dope. Alright.
I mean, Sid, nothing's stopping you from doing your
Cold.
usual a host of things.
I mean, I don't want to waste everybody's time, and then, the person that I endeavor to annoy the most probably won't get my message unless he's pubing. So,
I really don't
you
like
know.
hearing that word in Val's accent. That was not.
Puping.
Pubing?
I did not like that. No, thank
He
you.
has the boo-boos. He has to go to the can. He has to he has to go poop.
There's something wherever the Y is being inserted in that word really
Poop.
upsets me. I don't like it.
Everybody poops, Tony. Everybody poops.
It's true. Everybody poops. So anyways, Tattle here will finish her bit of calm leaf and then retire as well for the evening. Does anyone go check on Charlie? Or do they just leave him be and let that go?
Oh, I go check on him.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
What's the matter, my guy?
It's just I feel like I keep on getting excluded from fun stuff, and gosh darn it, I mean we do all these things where we get nearly dieted and other stuff, and then it's just like when you can have fun, it's like, okay, Charlie, you get juice, and I want more. I want more.
You want to experience the adult stuff before it's too late, kind of.
Yeah, because what if the world ends and I didn't get to experience any of that stuff, And also it's just feels like we're constantly going around, do this, do that, do that. And it's like, well, I want to choose what I want to do sometimes, and I don't feel like I get to do it that often. So when people are like, hey, do you want to do this? I want to be able to say yes or no, and it to be my choice. But then when I say yes, people are like, no, you can't because you're young.
Say it again, Sid.
I start to reach for my calm leaf that I have stashed away.
You kept some? You kept some from her?
I mean, it wasn't from her.
Technically, Charlie was with you when you received this.
Yeah, Charlie went over his head though.
Oh yeah.
Raspberry and blood.
So, she had some kind of pipe thing. What do we do without that?
Oh, I didn't think about that. I actually don't have a pipe, and the other thing that I have is cocaine, and I don't want to use that before a thing. That sounds like a bad time. Actually, I've never even I don't do these things. I just kind of have them. It feels cool to have them.
What if I cast dragon breath on myself, right? And then I put it in my mouth, and then I breathe the fire into my mouth while I hold my mouth shut, and then the smoke would go, and then I inhale the smoke.
I believe they call that a French inhale.
But what if, hypothetically, it makes you feel icky? Because some of them do, like the adult drinks. If you drink too much of it, you get the spins. You lay down at night and everything is topsy-turvy, and you're like, what is going on? And then before you know it, you got to puke. And then I don't know, you're in the fetal position in the shower, and what started as a hot shower is suddenly a cold shower, and then you have hypothermia.
So what you're saying is you're worried I'll end up like Fisk.
Not necessarily, but with these things,
I'm not saying I want to do a lot of this. I just want to try it. I've never had it before. I just want to try things. I want to do some fun things.
Can you keep a super, super, super secret if we do this?
I could do my best.
How old is he? Wait. How old is the child that I'm about to do drugs with?
He's 10.
You're
giving a 4th grader weed.
No, I don't think he's even 10. He's 6.
Oh no!
He's 6 years old.
What is that in Dragonborn terms? Exactly. How
It's
old?
10.
Years old.
Oh no.
I think Dragonborn stop at 80, so they're not much different than humans.
Okay. So I'm going to be for realsy with you. If my
Okay.
brother was your age and some like adult just rolled up and was like, "Hey kid, you want to do some drugs?" I would absolutely positively throttle that person. But I know that you want to like experience the things. So like what if like the next time we are at the tavern or something, I like sneak some like schnapps into your hot cocoa or something.
But the calm leaf is not good. It's gotta be the other stuff.
I mean, that's when like you can kind of calm it down with some cocoa, or like you're not inhaling the smoke or something. I don't know. One seems a whole lot less bad than the other to me.
Val reaches for the cocaine that's in her pocket instead. You want the real stuff, kid?
Well,
I mean, if you want to pretend that I don't know, I don't want to give you drugs, but I want you to like me and be my friend.
a typical peer pressure moment between an adult and a 6-year-old.
I
Come
want
on,
you to be my
kid, don't you want to be
friend.
cool?
I thought you were cool, Valison. No, I didn't actually say that. That's non-canonical. Listen, Val, you seem like you're really worried about me. I don't know if you need to be, but if you really don't want me to, then I guess I'll take you up on your offer next time we're in a tavern. But we're
Okay.
teleporting to a tavern soon.
Yeah, and like when you hit your like 18th birthday, I will take you to a party or something. I have to know cool people who have parties or want me around first, but we will do.
You got
something
12
fun.
years to figure that out.
I'm very unlikable though. So
I'm worried that I am too. We're like an archipelago of misfit toys.
I'm for it though. Like I like it. We should have jackets or have like a reunion sometimes or something.
Okay.
I'm sorry though. But next time, schnapps in your cocoa or gin in your juice. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, fine. I think I'm just gonna fly around for a little bit, give these wings a little more experience.
Can I bug you in like 30 minutes to check on you? Or would that be overstepping my bounds?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Fly safely. Be so safe. And like, if anything bad happens, like just fireball the shit out of them, you know?
If anything happens, I will scatter myself away.
My boy. I'll check on you in a few. Good night.
Good night.
Walk away feeling somewhat proud of myself, but also like,
Richard,
Why?
as Charlie's flying around, can you roll me a perception real quick?
Yep.
Okay.
That sucks.
1 second. I need to check. Here, sheet. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna go against Hazard's passive. So as you're flying around, you would also spot Hazard just like perched in a tree, just like also just like keeping a protective eye on you. He's just like hanging out, eating some berries or something. Just like, I'm just making sure the child's okay.
I turn invisible.
Okay. If you're still watching him, you see him go like, come on, fine. All right. Is that all for late evening?
Yeah.
Okay. No messages to send, Sid?
No.
All
Well,
right.
30 minutes in, I totally check on him to make sure he's still alive. But that's all that needs is like a thumbs up, he's alive kind of thing.
Well, I hope you're ready for a 2-person battle against a Tarask.
Cut 2. I'm being chased by rocks! I flew too high! I flew too high!
All right, so we roll ahead, and the scene's gonna still be night in the background, but it is morning technically. So you walk out in the morning. When you walk out in the morning, you see Filver. He's like cooking up breakfast. He's got some eggs or whatever. His canteen is somehow full of milk in the morning. He's just like chugging that down. Oh, good morning, everyone. Anybody need some
hate
milk? Make your bones strong first thing in the AM.
Charlie looks up at the others like, you want to take a gander on where that milk came from?
I feel like everyone has the same like face,
Yeah.
like different versions. It's like we're good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, more for me. And when he drinks back, definitely it does that thing where like some misses and is just like in his beard a little bit.
Mm.
So I don't know what, people other than centaurs like to have for breakfast. But I do have some nice greens here, and I thought I hear a lot of people like bacon for breakfast. I hope this is enough. And he like lifts this other pan. And and it's just like stacked with all this bacon. I hope this is enough.
I really love how this setting has so much bacon scattered everywhere.
It's like the world map of Vale, but here it's bacon.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Which is not the
like-
worst thing in the world.
I like to believe that Braun is like the sole source of the bacon economy, and he's skyrocketed the demand so much that supply has to keep up.
Yeah. Well, like he became famous after saving Octon, and then it's like I endorse bacon, and then every place has bacon everywhere now.
I'm Ron Hamstrong, and this is my favorite bacon on the Citadel.
Got bacon? No, it's a legitimate question. Do you have bacon? Because I'd like
He's
it.
got like a little bit. There's like a little bit of grease in the mustache on the billboard
Yeah.
ad. So he'll cook that up, and then everyone's sitting around having their breakfast. Indy will walk out and just stretch. Ugh, all right, well, I suppose we'll set off when everybody's eaten their fill. To be quite honest, I don't know what to expect inside of Drake's Keep. Phoebe is, of course, a legendary explorer, and, well, we all owe her a debt for being the first one, really, and same with Yendis for being the first explorer's assistant, eh? And he'll be like, elbowing Tattle when he says that, assistant, eh? And she's just like, ugh, yeah, whatever. I'm here for the internship credit.
So what exactly are you hoping to find? Is there some legendary artifact or anything like that?
Well, if we couldn't find Yendis's remains independent of the keep, I imagine it's possible she was laid to rest inside of the keep itself.
So we're going grave robbing.
Well, not necessarily robbing, exploring. I didn't say we were taking anything from the keep. Although, I suppose, if there are any artifacts to be found, as head of the Archaeological Society, it is within my jurisdiction to designate where that would go.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, this does not really seem of concern to us. There are things that need to be blocked up, and you can worry about the other stuff later. This is priority number one is saving the world. You can have your little your little find seek thing later. That's coming from a dragonborn, like I get that dragons are important and all, but I feel like the stakes values are a little bit off here. Let's go save the world. Save the world, then we'll worry about your thing.
Tattle looks down at Charlie and then looks at Braun. Maybe this kid could use a little bit of calm leaf, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we definitely don't endorse doing that.
Apparently not.
Filver will walk over to Charlie and offer him like some of the breakfast foods and just, well, sometimes you do people a favor so that they do you a favor. For example, I like to drink milk, but where am I gonna get milk out here on an archaeological site? So when we made our last trip into Hilson, I went to the dairy market and I said, give me all the milk you have. And so they did it. And now I got a big old barrel of the stuff that I can fill my canteen with all the time. You know what I mean?
Is the barrel now just like yogurt because they've been out here a while?
Yeah, he definitely has to like churn it up or something to like stir it.
I'm sorry, I kind of missed some. Do we need these three guys to blow up or stop the thing?
I mean,
Well, it'd be better if we could do it with their consent.
Why do we need their consent to save the world?
I should remind you, it is a destruction of property, and it would reflect very badly upon the Archaeological Society if I just willy-nilly let things go. Not to mention, it was my deceased brother who set up the archaeological site, and it would kind of be rude to him and his memory. Listen, I don't think it's going to take us very long to explore the keep, and we would appreciate your help in doing so. Please.
I mean, as far as destruction of property goes, there's no more destruction of property than literally the entire world ending. But
Charlie, it won't take that long. Why don't we just help this guy?
all right, fine.
Indy's gonna walk over to Charlie. Listen, young Charlie, I understand your apprehension and I understand your eagerness to get on with things. And, you know, I will say it's been some time, but I was once young like you and, well, quite smaller than you. And I understand where you're coming from. And listen, I believe that the right actions are taken at the right time. You don't rush into them and you don't wait too long. You take them at just the right time. And I think that
Wait for it.
once we do
Sorry,
what we
Clay.
need to do here today, it will be the right time to authorize the destruction of a historic home and for you all to continue with whatever the next stage of your adventure is.
Okay.
And listen, when I was going to sleep, I heard talk of you wanting to mix something special in with your juice.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna, because Val doesn't want me to, and I like Val.
I see.
And
Well, if
she's
Val
trying-
gives her consent, and he'll like reach in his pocket and like shake a little like small canteen, I'd be happy to juice up the next juice you have.
I don't know. Val and I just had this heart to heart, and then I feel like I'd be betraying that.
You have a noble
I think-
spirit, Charlie. It's admirable.
Shall we go then?
I suppose we shall. And he'll walk you over to where the entrance is. And it's a big old, like, man-made entrance in an otherwise natural cave wall. No light coming from within. So Indy will, like, look at it and, like, you know, turn on his lantern. Well then, I know Tattle has dark vision. Being a 1T and all. Filver, you stay near me as I have the lantern. And are the rest of you okay as far as entering a dark place?
Yep. Oh, no,
Mm,
actually.
Hazard's like,
I'm all right.
Hazard's, I have dark vision myself. Thank you.
Okay,
I
wait.
mean,
I can cast dancing lights.
I have a torch.
I mean, yeah, we're covered, mostly.
Excellent. I
Mostly.
just wanted to make sure everyone was covered. Well then, shall we?
Lead the way.
Very well. And he will step inside. I guess I'll put him up front then, in that case. And yeah, you find yourselves inside the keep. Listen, I know you just told me to lead the way, but seeing as you all are the stronger and protective ones, I don't mind if you take the lead.
Well, come on, Bominos. Everybody, let's go. Oh, there's a... Oh, actually, this is a really nice room. Huh.
I
Yeah.
guess I should update.
Oh, yeah. Update tokens or fill in whatever, because you've all been long rested.
Been a while.
It has.
Wait, they have more
Um,
than 77. And I have 77, not 7.
So Val, as you come around, you will see there's like an open door to a, well, actually, it's not even an open door. It's not a doorway. It's like one of those like carved, you know, just kind of archways that lead into a room. And so inside, yeah, you would see there's a desk, there's a bed, there's a rug. Although it is like, this is a very, no one asks like about specifically the like time period from when Drake was doing her thing, but you do notice like it's decently preserved, seeing as it's like untouched in this, you know, keep carved into a mountain essentially. But it is like very old and dank and dusty for sure. Like probably smells a little bit of mold and that sort of thing in there. So like, you know, you see things that were left behind, but they're not in the freshest condition.
Okay.
Indy did say she was like the first explorer.
I'm gonna just leave that room. Oh, wait, that's not the bed. Is that like a trunk?
That is a desk.
I'm going to approach the desk and check it for trap
Okay.
because reasons. Would that be investigation? Probably.
Yeah. Also feel like I haven't just given you guys a dungeon crawl in a while.
25.
25, that's a great roll. You find no traps, nor do you find anything inside the desk.
Well, this is boring already. Jeez, I was thinking like something was going to explode.
If you would like to apply that 25 to the rest of the room, we can also do that.
Small. Or is that just me? Are they tiny for anybody else?
Oh, okay. Yes, I was waiting. So, I had no good way to do this. So these kind of little things you're seeing are like carvings on the wall.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
I was like, people were shrunken here. They're gonna
Hey, what are you
murder
doing
us.
inside our castle, bub?
I hated everything about it for a second.
Yeah. So what you're seeing are like carvings, like in the wall.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
think the torchlight goes that far.
I go that far though. Let's go.
Yeah, she's got
Okay,
like
then.
she's got like 120. Oh, do you need that turned on, Artem?
Yeah, I mean, well, I can see 20 feet out.
Yeah, it should be
I don't know if
40.
that's made by someone else or...
That must be from last time you were carrying a torch. So here you go. Now you're 40.
Oh, okay.
Or it should have been 40
Before-
last time, but anyway.
Before we move on, can I search the bed and underneath it for any kind of journal or anything like that?
Yes, you can. It's pretty easy to find. You lift the pillow and there's a note underneath the pillow.
I read it out loud.
Okay. One moment. Let me make sure I give you the right thing here. Oops. Okay, so this is the note you find, and it is in like well, actually, it's in Gnomish. It should be said.
I do not read this out loud.
Indy will, if you wish to read it out loud, you can, Ryan, because Indy can translate it for you.
Squeak, squeak. Yeah, I don't read any of this stuff. I find it hard to sleep during my final night in the keep. I miss Yendis terribly, but as per her last wishes, I have rigged the contraptions to her specifications. I pray that somehow, someday, she may hear another song. Tomorrow I return to live out the rest of my days with my people in Hilson. So there's traps.
Perhaps, and this must be the last note that Drake wrote before she retired. She did carry out the rest of her days in the city. That was the end of her exploring when Yendis passed away. Natural causes is my understanding. I shall keep this note for preservation, of course. And he will like
Hey,
carefully roll
Val.
it up, put it in like a
Here we
tube.
go. Let's keep going through these tunnels. Ba 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 ba.
alright, I guess she'll trigger the traps then.
Gonna come walking in here. Gonna just
Be
walk
careful,
on in.
Valison.
Do 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 do.
Oh my god, why are you running ahead? So you said these are statues?
No, they're like carvings in the wall.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I didn't have a good way to like put something on a wall in a top-down map, so this I thought was the closest thing.
This looks like a kitchen or a lab.
Kitchen, yes. Lancer, you basically walked by. There's like an ornate carving of like a wanti in the wall there. And Braun, near you, there's like an ornate carving of like a human in the wall.
They're carvings, they're not like petrified people or anything like that.
Investigate it if you want to examine it further. Go for it, just to like. Yeah, they're not people. It is like chiseled into the wall.
For a second there, it's like, yeah, they're definitely petrified people. Someone turned them into stone.
No, they are not like people who fell to traps or anything like that. Like they are, They are like specifically carvings of different races, essentially, like carved into, like, you know, I said each room was like divided by like an archway. They're kind of like carved into the archway.
Does it look like this has been recently used kitchen, or
No.
really old?
No, it's
Okay.
it's if the bedroom smelled moldy, it probably smells a lot worse in here.
Oh god. Okay, we'll just keep moving past this room.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
It lasts for 10 minutes, and I have a 30-foot radius aura that pings anything magical I walk by.
Yep. And currently you do not ping anything.
Wait, anything or just the stuff we have?
Nothing in Braun's 30-foot radius sets him off.
Hey, does anybody notice that the thing at the end of the hallway is vaguely shaped like a coffin?
Thanks,
The
Wayne.
what thing at the end of the hallway?
The thing in the end of the hallway, it looks like a coffin. Like, do 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 brr, brr, brr. Oh, look, like a round table over there.
Oh
Anyway,
god,
it looks like-
it is.
Oh, it's totally a coffin!
Hey, hey,
Nailed
Lancer, can I just be on your back while we go through here?
Sure.
Just a couple of flaps of the wings, and he's up on Lancer.
In that case, since Charlie carries the eye, like, Lancer, just for mechanics' sake, you don't need to carry the torch in that case, you know? You can keep the other hand free, because the eye gives off light.
Oh,
I'm not gonna-
Yeah.
I
Oh,
won't-
that's
I
why
won't-
it was the 30.
Yeah, I won't turn it off, but yeah.
I mean, could always just give Charlie the torch since it does more light than the eye.
Yeah. I'll just leave it both on for both of you, because I'm not that concerned about
Hey,
it.
Braun, maybe don't
Okay.
like spook the vampires or something that's in there, yeah? Or the Drogar or whatever they play in Skyrim.
By all
Yeah.
means, why don't you investigate first then?
Okay.
Would they have put a dragon in a coffin?
Well, they said that she was small, right? So maybe they're in there together.
I don't know, it's a pretty big coffin.
Yeah, but I mean, small dragon might mean like, you know, that.
What was that roll, Sid?
Investigation for the creepy coffin. I don't know, making sure if it's trapped or the room out like leading into it is trapped.
So with a 19, so noticing that like Braun's aura, like Braun, your aura still isn't pinging anything. So you're are you looking at the room as a whole, Sid, or just the coffin specifically?
Probably more so the coffin.
Okay, so in that case, in examining the coffin, Braun does not ping any magic on it, otherwise he would have said something. But your suspicion, based on the whole note about contraptions, like, you can't see it or, like, feel any of it, but you assume, in your best judgment, you're like, this coffin, there's got to be something rigged with this coffin based on the whole note about contraptions. So, like, some sort of, like, analog something is definitely like tied to this, is your best guess, your educated guess.
Is there like a rock on the ground?
Yeah, you could find a rock, like a loose
Can I
rock.
just like, boop?
Sure.
I do that. I go boop.
Roll me a perception when you do that, and
Oh,
it'll
Lord.
be hearing. And if anybody else wants to do this, they can.
Okay.
14. Was almost a sweet 28, but no.
Do you want to roll a hearing check as well for me, Richard?
Sure.
Okay. So Braun and Charlie, when Val throws that rock, nothing happens with the coffin, but the two of you kind of hear what sounds like skittering inside of the walls just for a moment after the rock hits.
Inside of the walls?
Inside of the walls, yes. Like Braun, like kind of directly next to you in the wall, you hear kind of what sounds like a little bit of skittering.
I put my ear up to the
Small
wall.
skittering, large, like, does it sound like the skittering of, like, a mouse or a skittering of, like, a cat? Like, what kind of size skittering does it sound like?
let's see, Braun with a 22. So Charlie, I don't think you'd be able to narrow it down with your 18 as much. Other like maybe like it doesn't sound like a large thing, but Braun for you specifically, especially with you putting your ear up to the wall, it sounds like a lot of small things skittering around.
What are the walls made out of? Stone?
Yes, this whole keep is just like carved into the side of the mountain. So like stone, rock, gravel, all that stuff.
If I put my ear to the wall, can I get an idea of numbers in there?
Something like come shattering
Sure,
through the
yeah.
wall. Your ear.
And the number is a lot.
Hmm.
Unspecified.
More than a few, a lot.
Yeah. It sounds like a good number of small things.
Guys,
Like
I think there's
insect-
something crawling in the walls.
Small is so relative. Are you talking about like insect or like mouse?
I
or
would say
something?
insect size.
Okay.
Good question. Insect size.
Maybe it's those creepy like scarab beetles from the
Beebles?
Mummy.
Oh gosh, this is a Bug's Life thing from Disney World all over again.
Oh, when it touches your
I think that
feet and
stabs-
legs.
Yeah.
Stabs and everything.
I hate that.
What?
Oh yeah.
Have you not
it's-
done that before?
Fucking awful.
It's like
What?
it's like one of those like theater kind of shows, but like yeah, it releases like a stink bug comes down and like farts on you, and they like release a big smell. There's like stingers,
But-
and like the ride pokes you in the back. It's terrible.
No, so when you sit down in the chair, there's like a bunch of little holes, and then like it's these little like kind of like they move like there's a bug on your
literally
back.
everything
It's like
about
a full
this story.
It's like
sensory
everyone
thing.
take a seat.
It's
yeah.
gotta be like the most
Ugh.
hated thing at Disney World. It has to be.
I remembered it forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I like last time I went, granted I was with my family, but distinct memory of nobody liking it. And like we're like when we're there next year, Ryan, for Nat's birthday, I have to imagine it's like a hard pass on that one.
It's the only thing I remember from that ride is
Yeah.
that you feel the bugs.
Yeah, it's the worst. I remember my sister just crying because it's miserable, dude. It's so bad.
No.
Okay, anyways, so yeah, you hear a lot of what sounds like kind of insect-sized things scurrying in the walls.
Well, I don't hear anything, so let's just go and inspect these coffin.
Okay. Indy's gonna like also run forward. Wait. We should all be here for this. This is a historic thing. And his assistants will of course like walk up to check it out too.
I am
Alright, well,
super
keep up
strong,
then.
And I will definitely try to open these for you, okay? Super strong.
It is quite heavy.
Well, I am super strong. So,
Indy and his assistants will also like start to help.
Lancer will just one-hand it.
Charlie, are you still on Lancer's back, or did you hop off when he like walked in to put a hand on it?
Oh no, if Charlie was not on Lancer's back before the skittering, he certainly was after.
Okay. And Braun, are you staying outside of the room deliberately?
I guess I'll just kind of be by the door.
Okay. So collectively, you are all able to get the lid off. As soon as you get the lid off, however, oops, I dragged the wrong thing. As soon as you get the lid off, why won't it let me? There we go. Okay. As soon as you get the lid off, an enormous cloud of gas is going to just fill the room.
Yep.
And
I had the feeling, but I didn't have enough of a feeling to not go ahead and open the thing.
yep.
The 19 was not enough for the feeling; it had to be higher.
It was like, something's there. Let's try it anyway.
I mean, to identify exactly the trap would be like,
right.
have to be like a
right. It'd
perfect
have to
roll.
be higher. But
However, because you were expecting something, I will give everybody advantage on this. I need everybody to roll con saves, please.
oh, it doesn't matter. I have +0.
I don't suppose I could cast something right as it comes out.
Unless it's a reaction, no.
Okay.
I was thinking about that the other day about like casting spells in reaction to something like this happening, and I'm like, well, that's exactly what reaction spells are for, right? So like I was thinking about that the other day. It's like that's when I would allow for it. Sid, it's at advantage if you want to do it again. Better. Okay. Lancer saves, Charlie saves, Ron saves. Let me roll for our other friends here. Indy fails, Silver fails, Tattle fails. Okay. So who saved? Who did I say saved? Lancer, Charlie, Braun all save? Okay. So a couple things are going to happen here. First thing that happens is immediately as you're clearing the gas from your face, Braun being closest to the door, you will sense, oh, the door just totally shut behind me. Like a stone wall just right behind me immediately. So that's what's going to happen. Everybody who failed, you're all going to be put to sleep. Hazard will not because he's got that elf thing. I guess you can't either, Sid. Oh wait, although that only applies to magic, right? It's only you can't be put to sleep by magical means.
Magic can't put you to sleep.
Okay, I did specifically say this is mechanical, so I suppose that still qualifies. So, okay. So like I said, everybody who failed is asleep. So, Lancer, Braun, Charlie, you are not all asleep. However, you are going to be stunned for 1 round. And it is specifically a round because...
The bugs.
The bugs. And I can get rid of the gas at least.
So wait, if we save, we're stunned instead of asleep?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, bugs are going to be crawling out of those holes in the walls. And they're going to start, getting on people. Oh, what just happened? Sorry, I'm trying to make these things visible. I'm just going to do group initiative on these, by the way. So it'll just be the bugs and you, back and forth like that.
Oh, but look, guys. There's a skeleton in there with a key and a note.
Yep. Okay, so... Filver is not going to get hit. Hazard is... How's his swarm thing work? If he doesn't get... No, if he does get hit, then his AC goes up, right? That's how it works?
What is it?
Hazard's got that thing where if he gets hit, his AC then technically goes up.
I have no idea how his character works, I'll be honest.
Okay.
I'm 80% sure he does.
Charlie, you got nat 20'd, so you are going to be hit. Lance, what is Lancer's AC?
It is 14.
Okay. Really? Oh, well, you're unarmored, right? Because you're got that thing going on. All right, let's get this music going. Okay. So these insects are coming in, and let's see who got hit. Lancer, Hazard, and Charlie all got hit. Here's what's gonna happen. For those of you who got hit, you're not immediately going to take any damage. However, some of those bugs are going to burrow into your skin.
Who called it with the mummy bugs, guys? Who said that the Beebles were gonna be there?
Indiana Gnomes, you owe us so fucking much for this.
For Lancer, or excuse me, for Hazard and Charlie, 4 bugs each are making their way into your body. Lancer, just 1 is making its way into you.
Okay.
Could you all do me a favor and just remember how many are burrowed into you? You can write it down if you need to, like I just did for Hazard.
How many did you say for Charlie? 4?
4 and 1 for Lancer. Fortunately, because the way this thing works, the crit actually didn't matter for you, Charlie. It just guaranteed a hit. Okay, so that's all of their turns. And now it's the party's turn. Like I said, I'm just going to do group initiative. So those who are... What's that? What's that, Ryan?
Initiative.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to do group initiative. So I'll just let the party act as
It's a solid 20, though.
in whatever order you want to. So...
Way to go.
Braun, Lancer, Charlie, you are no longer stunned. You're free to just act. But you see a bunch of people are asleep, and you see bugs crawling into some of you.
So I actually have a very perfect spell for this, which is not often the case. Braun sees the bugs crawling into the sleeping members of our party, and he's going to leap past and jump. We'll say, we'll say right here.
Okay.
And he's going to empower the Gauntlet of Redemption and cast Word of Radiance. And his word will be, wake up! So Word of Radiance is an immediate AoE directly around Braun that targets everything there. Everything there needs to make a Constitution save. So assuming these sleeps will be awakened if they take damage, or if there are bugs crawling through your body as radiant energy, it should be able to do both. It should be able to hit them and wake them up and hurt the bugs.
Nice.
Solid.
I'm just realizing I never actually gave these things health bars. I need to do that. So anyway, yeah, what do you need from me?
I need a bunch of Constitution saving throws,
Okay.
including one for Hazard.
All right. Yep, I will do that. What the heck? I just changed. I really hate the default number thing that they did with health bars now. I just think it's ugly. Okay, so for the non-party members who are asleep, they're just gonna choose to fail. I'm just gonna have them fail just for sake of waking up.
Okay.
But I can roll for the bugs and then. But that's literally everybody that needs to roll it, right?
I can't tag Valison. She's just out of rage.
Oh, it's just the ones around. Okay. So. Oh, so
Okay, I
it's-
could do something similar.
Okay.
Okay, good. So pretty middling damages. Everyone who's asleep takes 6 points of radiant damage, and all of those bugs, if they fail their con save, also take 6 radiant damage.
Cool. All right. Sorry, I just had to give them health bars. Okay, let me check Hazard's con real quick. Hazard's con is a +1. Okay. Is it save in half or save and no damage?
It's a cantrip.
Okay. So I guess Hazard I'll just have Hazard fail in that case so that he wakes up.
Yep.
That would actually. Oh, how perfect! Health bar already has the appropriate damage. The rest are going to wake up as well.
Very rarely are all of these enemies like this stacked together. So this is kind of perfect for this time.
Nice.
Is there a? It's hard to see. I need
What's
to
up?
Zoom in. Oh, okay. So there are some swarms there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and the bugs need to make their own. Let's see. What is your DC, Ryan?
15.
Okay, one's gonna fail. One, however, rolled a 19.
Okay.
So I'll just say the one that's directly in front of you is the one that you definitely hit. Okay, so those who just woke up aren't gonna act, but Charlie and Lancer, you can do your thing too.
I've got a thing that Charlie could do.
By the way,
real quick.
is it easier if I do put everyone just in the turn order, just so you know who can do things, or is it fine just acting as a unit like this?
I think it's fine. I think we know who's
Yeah.
down.
So I'm gonna roll real quick to see if Lancer would panic do something, because I feel like he wouldn't hurt Charlie, but the thing I could do would hurt him. But it's very similar to Braun's thing.
Charlie's got a thing too that he's gonna go to his go-to, and seeing if Valison is still asleep, he's gonna mainly magic missile all these critters around him, but he's gonna do one little bolt towards Valison to wake her up. So I'm sorry, Val. 4 damage to Val.
Oh, okay.
And then
I'm not even mad. That's some honest damage.
less than anybody else got. Let's see. Wow, I'm blanking. I think magic missile starts at 4, or is it only 3?
I think it
Starts at 3.
3. Okay. So 7 more of these to the swarm. I guess right in front of him, and they'll just shoot out to all sorts of bugs as they go. But He's just like, shoot like crazy, and one of them's gonna go to Val. The rest of the 24 gonna go to them.
All right.
Okay. How do you want me to? You just want me to like just go around and like apply the damage?
I would like to wake up and cast Destructive Wave, please.
You can do that. You could definitely do that on the next round if you wanted to. Richard, do you
At
just want me
7th
to
level,
apply? How would you like me to apply the damage?
I mean, to as many as needed for the one right in front of me, and then after that over to
Okay.
there.
The ones in front of you, or the ones on you yourself? Because you also have them on you.
Okay. Is close to Charlie and then spread out. So starting on him and then
Okay.
everybody not on him.
So in that case, the ones on you were taken care of.
I didn't
and-
even know there were some on me. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there are some. There are some in you. You have 4 in you as well.
Yeah, I know I got some in me.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a whole swarm that's on you.
Okay.
And okay. And
Is there still a whole swarm on me, or
no.
what happened?
So you got rid of the swarm on you, and you were able to ping the one on top of Lancer just a little bit. However, important thing for Charlie and Lancer at the start of your turns, basically. The ones that burrowed inside of you, you are going to feel them starting to like attacking you from the inside out.
Ugh.
And there are how many inside of you, Charlie?
4.
Okay, you're gonna take 15 piercing from within. Lancer, there's just 1 inside of you, and you're only gonna be hit for 1 damage.
Well, Lancer hasn't gone yet, right? Is it whose turn is it?
This happens at the start of your turn, technically. So now that it's the group's turn, this would just be happening.
Got it. Okay.
And Hazard's gonna also take damage from the ones inside of him. Okay, sorry, I should have done that before anybody took an action, but Lancer, you're up now.
Odds he panics, evens he doesn't.
Is this because he's a horse?
Okay. No. Okay. So he's not gonna do the thing, even though it would probably get rid of the thing inside of him. Which, all right. I don't even know. Like, can he take an action to just like brush him off or something? Just like get him off of him?
I don't. It's a good. I mean, like they are technically just a monster, so like.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would rule. Like, would I call that a grapple? You know?
Or a shove.
Yeah. So I mean, like, yeah, you could do that, and I guess that's how we would roll it, like opposed checks, like just to see how much you can clean off of yourself.
Or let's just get them all off. Yeah, fuck it. Sorry, Charlie.
Don't be sorry to me. I can handle it.
Actually, you know what he could do?
That thing he's about to do?
God damn it. Can he get away far enough so that he doesn't hurt anyone? Well, Val, you might be the only one who gets hit. He like goes to the corner of the room. And like gets Charlie off of him and goes to the corner of the room. He is going to cast Thunder Wave. So they will need to make a DC 16 con.
Yeah, they did not make that.
Yeah, so they are wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. So I imagine this might actually like push out the one that's inside of him too.
Technically no, just because it's very specific. Once it's inside you, there's a very specific set of rules.
Oh, okay. Well, they are pushed
Am I
10
hit
feet
by
away. I think Val might be within the range because it's within 15 feet.
How far away are they pushed?
10 feet.
Okay. You blast them off of you, Lancer, and like Val, I guess, just gets knocked
Val.
back into the closed door.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lancer, you blast them off of you, and it seems like only like 1 or 2 on the floor are still living. Like all the others just got vaporized.
Okay.
Because it is a swarm, specifically.
Yeah. I guess. Oh yeah, and then he's just gonna be like, "That's messed up." But that's his action, so
What's the
Yep.
best token for betrayal?
you know what? He's gonna be like, "Sorry, Val,"
There
and
it
give
is.
you a bardic inspiration.
I don't know if that's helpful or if that's just like a slap in the face to another bard. You give me the inspiration? You give me the inspiration?
I give you the inspiration.
I drink your milkshake.
And then I guess he'll just move over a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how far they can move. That they could probably make it to him again. I guess
They can.
anywhere in the
I'm
room.
pretty sure.
Okay.
Oh no, they can't. They have a speed of 5 feet.
Well, look at that.
So they're
Guys, let's just casually stroll out of this dungeon.
but these
Yeah.
one or two are moving toward you. And Charlie, or sorry, not Charlie, Valison, some are going to crawl out direct. Oh, that looks awful on top of your token. Oh no,
What?
that swarm looks
I don't
really
see
nasty.
him.
You don't see this?
Look at Val's face.
I just see Val
You don't
with
see
a
the
heart
How about
bugs.
now?
griffin, like a little.
I think it's because Val's controlling.
Oh, it's
That
it's gonna
token.
be it will be under your own token. That's right.
That was confusing for me for Charlie too. Like
I see.
I'm like, there's
Yeah,
a swarm on me? I
Your
didn't even
personal,
see it.
I didn't realize. Yeah, your own token is always going to be on top. I never realized that.
Oh.
Okay, let me
Can
give
screen
you.
grab for you.
Yeah, tell you what. Let me
Oh.
do. I'll do like the spider web to indicate when it's on you. How about that? Just so you
I mean,
know.
or you could just get rid of it. It's fine.
I'll do this on your icon so that you know.
What is the lowest level of wave of destruction that I can do? Or destructive wave. Pardon me. Oh, I can dimension door out of here, y'all.
You can.
I'm gonna take somebody with me.
Take me!
Yeah. So we'll just use the spider web to indicate that they're on you. How about that?
Laser haters.
So Val, they are going to be
Oh, I hate it.
climbing all on top of you, but so they're swarming all on you, but none of them managed to burrow into you. Oops. They managed to dig into Filver, and they do not get into Hazard. So one is going to dig into Filver from this swarm, and that is what they're going to do on this turn. So now as it goes back to the party, Hazard is going to take 17 piercing as they are
Oh my god.
eating him from the inside, and he's going to be very vocal about that. Just like, they're inside, and they're eating me inside. This is not good. This is very bad.
Guys, I think we should just let Hazard die and explain it to Andrew when he comes back.
Was it heroic?
Hey.
No, it was really
No,
gruesome.
it's really fucking gross.
You got eaten alive from the inside by bugs.
Filver's going to take 1 damage, and Charlie, you're going to take 4.
Okay.
How is
As-
Hazard getting like 15 though?
I don't know.
Because he's got 4 inside of him.
That's what you get when you call
I've
out.
got 4 inside of me, and I only got 4 damage.
No, you got... Oh, you had 4, not 1. I'm sorry. Then I need to roll more for you.
Well, I mean, you already had. Okay, so I got 15 piercing. That wasn't them going out. They're still inside.
No,
me.
they're inside of you. And
Okay.
I'm sorry, I misread. Add another 9 to that, Richard. So 13 total. Because you have 4 inside of you. That's my bad.
Yep. All right.
I need to actually give these people health bars too, because I forgot to do that.
What do I shatter? Like, can I select people?
So that happens.
Nope.
That's what happens. On. Oh, it's the start of your guys' turn, so you can act.
I want
yeah.
a destructive wave. And pick all of the bugs and none of my friends because that's like my only like I can be selective spell.
Oh right, I
It's
forgot
true.
you can do it with that. That is super handy.
It's
So-
pretty appropriate in this situation.
I need a con save from all of them, and it says you strike the ground, creating a burst of divine energy. So what happens is like Val like rolls up back onto her stomach, and like she just sees a wayward bug, and she slams her hand down to crush it, and the energy just radiates from that.
Nice. Okay, so all the bugs have to roll what kind of save?
Con.
Okay. Is it a half damage on save kind of deal?
Yes, but I get to do 5d6 thunder and then 5d6 radiant or necrotic.
Nice. And what's your DC? Or your DC?
18.
They all fail.
I swear to God. Okay, I was about let's say I swear to God, if they save it and they're just like
They all
actually
fail.
none of
This
that
one only
happens.
had 2 HP, so it's just gonna get eradicated.
No, I'm gonna roll it.
Well, right, but that one's done.
Plus, we'll go radiant. Why not? Here we are.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you eradicate
of
all
fun.
the swarms that are currently in the room.
God damn.
Fuck you, bugs.
God damn, Val, you did good.
Thanks. So was a level 5 spell for bugs.
I'm gonna use this to denote the amount you've taken care of just for XP's sake later. And it's still your guys' turn to do things.
Because there's still some inside of us.
Yeah, how do you get them out?
The only thing I can think of is like taking a dagger and doing like heat metal and being like, "Come here, little guy."
I mean, like, what if you just pull it out?
I mean, it's under your skin though. You'd have to like damage yourself, right?
Yeah, but Lancer's a barbarian.
How many
yeah,
are
but-
left?
Other people aren't.
There's 4 inside of Hazard, 1 inside of Filver, 1 inside of Lancer, and 4 inside of Charlie.
Bon, you
And-
got any of that divine magic there to, rid people of evil things?
Hazard. I just wait. What's Hazard's nature? Because Hazard would roll something like that in this instance, I'm sure. Figure out what's going on. Hazard's
Yeah,
nature.
can we nature spell?
Yeah,
or nature?
Yeah. Oh, he's got a +0, and he rolled a 7, so he does not know what this is, unfortunately. I don't know what they are, but they're inside and they hurt.
I mean, I
Hey.
think I can keep casting Word of Radiance to take them out because they don't benefit from. I can choose who gets affected, and they don't get benefits from full cover. So it's basically just like, taking like.
Ooh, you know what though? That bug is like just dead under their skin.
Yeah, the bug's gonna be dead inside you.
I hate it.
Would anybody else like to roll their natures?
Yeah,
I did.
sure.
I got a 19.
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
I
never
saw
mind.
that.
You got it then.
Well, would anybody else like to?
All right.
Just for sake of, how I'm delegating the information. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna tack on that bardic inspiration. What's
Okay.
your bardic inspiration die?
Oh, 1d8.
Hear that, guys? It's a D8, mine's a D10. I'm just saying.
Okay. All right, so
We know,
Lancer
we know who
is-
the better bard is.
Lancer, I assume as part of, battle training, you probably had to study up on, dangerous situations, whatever. By the way, I rolled natured for the 3 explorers here, and they all rolled, sub 10. So, Lancer, you realize you've heard about these things before. They're called rot grubs. And once they are inside of you, I'll read to you straight from the thing. Applying fire to the bite wound before the end of the target's next turn deals 1 fire damage to the target and kills these grubs. After this time, they're too far under the skin to be burned. If a target infested by rot grubs ends its turn with 0 hit points, it dies as the rot grubs burrow into its heart and kill it. Any effect that cures disease kills all rot grubs infesting the target. So, by that rule, Filver, you could technically burn them out of. The rest of you, I hope you have something that can cure disease.
I mean, you just insta-killed the whole party, because we don't.
Well, start
Well,
talking.
wait, I thought. So Ryan's thing stopped working.
No, I think it still work. I don't know any. I think if they die, just and be in there.
I would prefer that than them going into my. I'll take the fire damage. Do it, Braun.
I was curious because I looked up total cover because I assume that once they're inside you, they get total cover, and I can't target them directly. However, they are within the radius. It's an AOE basically that goes through things. Yeah. So I'm gonna.
Is it fire damage?
It's radiant damage.
Okay, because I mean it does like just going off the stat block. It is specifically fire.
Yeah, but I mean they can be hurt by other things when they're not inside of a person.
Yeah.
Or what if we just injected the fire or the light?
And honestly, like radiant is just like fire but better.
That is true. It is holy fire basically.
It's straight up just like God fire.
That's true.
Don't have any.
So I'll say like everyone stand close as I burn the infection from you. And by burn the infection, I mean we're gonna need to see a doctor get these things out of you later.
Yeah, okay. Two of them are already near you. Hazard and Clover, well, they need to be like right around you.
Yep.
Indy will take a step back.
And it's a cantrip, so I can just keep.
Yeah. I mean, if everyone just wants to take the 16, I will allow that.
Yeah, I'll take the 16.
Okay.
Okay.
To get rid of it. Technically, that's bending the rules a little bit, but
the
I will
rotworm
allow
for the
for
grubs.
it. By the way, so this is like, I was looking up like, I don't remember what it was, but it was literally like, these things are CR 1/2 and they are deadly AF.
Definitely,
well, yeah, because you need greater restoration to kill them.
Or, well, no, all you need is cure disease, technically.
I don't even know if that's that's a very
not a
specific
spell.
There's cure. There's lesser restoration, and there's lay on hands.
Oh, maybe lesser is what I'm thinking of. Whatever, there is one that specifically says you can cure disease. Maybe that's lesser.
Is it lesser? Because I think it. No. One disease. Okay, lesser restoration, but that's still
I swear
second level spell.
It's a very specific spell. If you don't have it,
it's a very specific spell that doesn't have that many uses.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, that's a very specific spell that none of us have, so you would have insta-killed the whole party in one session.
Well, that's why I have to bend it a little bit. But I mean, that's the point, is these things are deadly. Like, they're written to be deadly. They're +0
Yeah,
on
but I mean, like...
They're +0 on everything, and they're really easy to kill. But, like, the thing is, if they start biting you, then it's a problem.
Right, but I mean, like, I feel like you could do other things. Like, you could just literally shove a dagger in and prop them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good challenge.
I think the whole, like, you must kill them with fire seems very, like... So are they immune to all of the damage? Is there really only one way?
I don't know.
Well,
That's
it doesn't
just like...
say that. I think it just says, like, if you apply heat while they're shallow, they leave. That's what it's essentially saying.
This is a way to do it, not the only way.
Yeah.
Like, if, say, for instance, Lancer were to just, like, thunder wave us over and over and again.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's why I thought the thunder wave emanates from him, so it would, attack the things inside of him, too.
Well, in any
I
case,
can understand why it did.
Indiana gnomes, I think.
Well, hold on, because we're not
in here.
We are still in this turn order, by the way. You're not out of it yet.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
Gonna hold an attack to attack anything that comes near.
Okay, I mean, so you can say what you were gonna say, Richard. Just know that you are still in the situation. It's not over yet.
Yeah, we gotta get this dang door open. Indiana gnomes, I think we have done enough for you here. Here's the bones, here's a key or whatever. I'm out. I nearly died again. And there's bigger things at stake here. This isn't worth dying over.
He looks in and he sees the note and the key, and he's like, well, yes, we will obviously check these out, although we need to figure out a way out of this room. I don't think these bugs are stopping anytime soon.
I can try to, like, hey, Charlie, I can try to dimension door you out, and we can maybe look for, like, a lever on the other side. Or I could just keep, like, bouncing in and out and just getting everybody. But that is a lot.
That is a lot, but I think at least getting some of us out is a good start.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it's coming back to the bugs now.
Which ones are still alive?
You've killed all that are in the room, but they're still pouring in.
Got it.
Oh, balls. Yeah, I'm gonna start, like, dimension dooring. Like, everybody want to, like, line up.
None are
like,
going to be able to. none reach you on this turn at least.
You need a visual to do scatter, right?
Yep.
1.
I'm gonna look up something to see if I can
3.
actually get around a little bit of it.
4.
Let me look at the exact wording.
5.
You can't do it all in one go though. I did check on
6.
that mathematically. Scatter is I think it's what 5 or 6 people including you.
You think Charlie cares about these NPCs?
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying you can't technically get. I checked on that beforehand just because I was curious. You can't technically get everyone out in the first bamf. But
Charlie wouldn't care. Charlie's like, let's get out of here.
What kind of a door is it?
It is like basically it was like archway and then stone wall came down and now you're just looking at just sheer stone wall.
God,
Yeah, Shatter would do it.
All right, everybody,
It's
stand
stone.
back. We're
Yeah.
going to throw the shadow.
Everybody move to the corner.
Is the
Everybody
door
move back.
magic?
No,
Great.
all
Then
like-
I'm gonna move the fuck out of the way.
these are all your thing never pinged and these all seem to be just like mechanical
Mr.
contraptions.
Yakety Yak, please move back.
Lancer, get us out of here.
Yeah.
Finish cleaning up your room.
Sorry, 1 second.
Well, I don't have Shatter, but somebody else does, right? Yep. The other bard
Oh.
does.
Yeah, the bard that's been here. The bard that's been here has it.
The OG.
Val, how long
bard.
have you had Shatter?
I've had it since the dawn of fucking time. It just never works.
Well, maybe you'll defeat the door.
Okay, Yak guy will move back. Okay.
I'm gonna cast the shatter.
Okay.
The door has to make a con save.
Sure.
But it has disadvantage because it's stone.
I mean, it's going to, it's an object. It's gonna fail.
Hey, we start with 12.
You start to see some of the stones give way for sure.
All right, we do it again.
Well, the bugs are
Jesus
moving in
Christ,
first.
that was
Well,
fifth.
Lancer,
Hold on.
after the Shatter,
What?
Lancer's just gonna attack the door.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. So I cast that at level 5 and it only did 3 dice.
Oh,
I
okay.
need to do 3 more. I thought that was nutso.
That's better. That's
That's
a
a
lot
lot better.
You
Yeah.
you will get like you will start blowing some good chunks off of it. You don't see the other side yet, but you definitely knocked a bunch of stones out of it.
I just need a
Lancer-
little bit of visibility.
Lancer's gonna attack the door as well.
Okay.
And rage. For the hell of it.
Hey.
Why not? Wow, I haven't done anything in a while. That's a 1. And a 2.
I'm gonna say a 14 is not gonna be enough to hit or to damage stone, but the 27 for sure.
Okay.
So that's another. What are we at? 18 damage.
Oh, it's still radiant. Fuck, I forgot you got that
47.
enchantment.
49 damage.
I left it. I was like,
You're
fuck,
putting-
radiant.
You're putting some real solid chunks in this door now for sure.
Gonna bump it up to level 6.
Any,
Oh,
sorry. Any visibility to the other side yet?
Not yet.
Extra 3 damage, because raging.
But, okay. Yeah, you're starting to put like it probably would be. You'd probably get through it in another round or two of this for sure. Charlie though, when he picks up the note, Indy's gonna notice it is in Draconic and hand it over to you and just maybe there's something here that will help. Can you read this? And he'll extend the note toward you.
What does it say?
It says what I just copied and pasted there for you.
Okay.
If you would like to read that.
May you hear a song of dragons someday, my dear. The right one will play you a tune. Anybody got any ideas? I don't know any dragon tunes. Bards, do you know any dragon tunes?
What do we roll for that?
Dragon tails, dragon tails.
I guess history. And after this, I'm gonna say that the bugs are gonna get to do their thing.
I'm gonna take my turn.
Oh yeah, sorry, take yours.
Also shatter again.
Yeah, well, did you want to roll some history, Sid, for music? I would say, here's what I would say that you don't know any songs about, like, Yendis specifically, but there's enough famous stuff that you're like, oh yeah, sure, there are tons of songs about dragons out there. So, like, you definitely know some, for sure. Like, some standards.
Okay. Well,
What is Braun gonna do?
He's going to take 2 attacks on the 2 encroaching hordes of bugs.
Cool.
And he's going to use it like his glaive, like a shovel. Because he's going to push attack both of them, and he's going to slap them against the wall.
Sure, sure.
And before they get to them people.
Because they're slow.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. That's
To
the
them, they think they're going real fast.
Yeah, that's 2 hits.
Great. I need
Yeah,
2
the thing
strength
is,
saving
they're
throws.
very deadly, but they can't do much, really. Except the one thing they can do is very deadly. Yeah, they super failed, Ryan.
I figured that was going to be the case. So they're both flown back 5 feet.
They're probably just
one
gonna be
takes-
dead based on damage.
One takes this.
Okay.
One takes this. Let me re-roll that d10.
Okay.
It's gonna stay a 1.
All right, so I'm gonna say the one that was already on somebody is gonna take the least amount of damage because you had to probably be a little more careful. And there's just like
Well, it wasn't on them before Braun.
True.
took his turn.
Well, it was close. Then it was close enough to them that's where Braun would have probably swung first. I'm just like figuring out where I would apply the damage, you know. Unless Ryan, you specifically want one attack to go to one of them and one to the other.
No, as long as they both, if they were here, they go 10 feet back.
Oh, they go 10 feet back. Okay.
Yup.
So this bottom one, there's maybe like 2 or 3 bugs left. And this top
Actually,
one.
hold on.
And this top one, there's just one teeny tiny, like all the others slammed against the wall, and one bug was like, "Let's go, guys, get him, guys!" Like one little grub survived.
Actually, you might want to give them a little extra damage because they fly back 15 feet, smack into the stone wall.
Okay, we'll say this one's done then. And it's back to the party.
Gonna move back so Valison can shatter.
I do that.
What were we at
Yeah,
before?
But also-
I imagine Hazard's back as
We
well.
were at 49 damage before, right?
Yeah. If I can do shatter, and this is at 6th level, and then start trying to play a song on my violin.
Okay. Well, you play everything like you're a bard, right? So you've already got the violin going, right? For your
Yeah, I
spells
mean,
anyway.
it's
Okay.
kind of my focus.
Yeah, so you can like launch into a song for sure.
Ooh, okay. 35, and it's totally to the tune of Dance Macabre.
Okay.
Boom.
Is it Dance Macabre, or are you singing your dragon song as you cast?
It's the dragon song, but I'm absolutely
Okay,
listening
cool.
to Dance Macabre right now.
So you cast the shatter, and you blow your first chunk through the wall now, like you can start to see it. But upon playing the song, all the bugs are gonna do a very like they're gonna like just raise a giant like awful sound of like, you know, bugs screaming, basically just a lot of like. And the bugs that do remain in the room are going to leave. And if everybody wants to roll me another quick hearing check, you can.
Just do Charlie's passive. It's 9. He sucks at it.
Okay. All right.
Okay, damn.
I guess Val is just super into. I don't know how she hears it above the music. I guess she's just so in tune that you hear the bugs, like it sounds like they're scattering, but like leaving. Like you hear it fade. Like this, like the music has repelled the bugs away. not only does it repel the bugs away, but you know, you just blasted your way. You're starting to blast your way through the door, but as the result of your music, the door also just goes back up into place.
And there's people there.
Yeah, the carvings are still there.
Oh, right, they're carvings.
Yeah. So you are bug free, and
I keep playing though, for real. Like I'm not fucking around with it.
Okay.
Okay, Indy, get what you want. Let's get out of here.
Well, I suppose we need to find where this key goes.
Do we?
Well, yes,
You found your dragon. There's literally dragon bones in here.
but there's a key. I have to know.
Okay, then you find out. I'm leaving.
Indy, I will literally hold your head underwater if we don't leave right now.
I need to see where this key goes. If you all want to give
He
up,
grabs the gnome.
You guys, we kind of need.
All right,
him to,
guys,
like,
we're
go ahead
going.
and- We kind of need
Someone
him
grab
to
the boat.
forward the notification to close the other portal. So-
Lancer, at you picking up his boss, Filver is gonna like give a little shove, like, "Hey, put him down, man." Whoa, what the heck just happened to the? Did the light just change for everybody?
Charlie
I
left.
have no idea.
Oh, it's because Charlie left. Okay, that was weird. I just saw like it totally changed. All right, yeah, Charlie just left. But yeah, Filver's gonna like give a shove, like, "Hey, come on, man, put him down."
You might want to grab the bones.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. He shoves, and obviously it does nothing to you. Although
Just
I will say,
Hex.
he rolled a 13, so there is like a little bit of give, and you're like, oh, maybe this kid does have some of his own muscle after all. And he does go. He like scoops up the full like little dragon corpse.
Okay.
Are you?
I mean, they could take the key as well.
Are you?
Yeah,
holding,
he's just carrying the gnome.
okay, and he's like scrambling, like holding the key, like, if you leave, so be it. But I will not be leaving until I figure out where this goes.
You're not going to forward your recommendation to close the thing until we help you, huh?
Job half done is not worth doing.
I believe the job was to get the bones. You're just a liar then.
I'm not a liar. I wanted to see what was inside of the keep, and clearly there is more to see.
All right, buddy boy, which way do you want to go?
Will this one put me down first, please?
Nope.
Like, look, I will go with him. We can finish this out. We can get the recommendation or like whatever he needs to close out the other gate because that is currently pending. You know?
I'll go too. If he goes in there and dies, then it's going to cause a headache on my end.
Ugh.
Fine.
Tattle's like,
He puts him down, but leans down and says,
You are a selfish, small-minded man.
I am a curious, small-bodied man.
Nope, the first one.
They don't have to be mutually exclusive.
Tattle's gonna like step forward too and just, nothing's stopping you from leaving where your dragonborn friend went, just saying.
Oh, this marathon. Okay.
And now that everyone's all mad at the explorers, why don't we take a quick 5? Because I gotta pee.
okay.
All right. BRB. All right, so
Not
coming
mass
back
cure
in.
wounds. Let's take this down to here.
Yes, as you just said, yeah, people definitely aren't happy with Indy right now. But
Oop.
here we
Oh, I
are.
got the ceiling
Lancer
ward.
just put him down, and he's like, I want to find out where this key goes.
Well, you know, lead the way because somebody said they couldn't do a thing earlier. So we're gonna do this the right way.
Do what?
Indy, is this really the best way to go about this, though? I mean, what if we hadn't been here?
If it's all right with you, Mr. Hamstrung, I'd rather not envision that scenario.
Does he have
Well-
Could
a-
literally do this anytime after saving the world.
Charlie
Oh, you
flew
guys,
off.
it's fine.
Yeah, Charlie's not here.
Yeah,
But he's thinking it.
Fine, you guys. Look, I'm over here by the table with the chairs, and I haven't died yet.
they're gonna start following with Val,
Where is she? Oh,
northeast.
I didn't even see there was a table and chairs.
I think we found the break room.
I would like to note that I like moving. I very much have that violin at the ready, just in case.
Mm.
And I would like to do ascending to Charlie and just make sure that he is good. Hey, Charlie, you okay?
I'm fine. What's keeping you all? Aren't we out of here?
Oh,
I
gotta do
thought
another
we were
third level.
going.
We're just going to finish it up real quick, because we do need him to sign off on closing off that other one. Like the archway.
All right, hold on. Just give me a second. I don't want you to die over this. I don't want any of you to die over
You
it.
guys, he doesn't want me to die. I think he likes me a little bit. We're friends.
I should hope so.
I mean, you know, my father tried to murder me when I was a baby. Who knows? Anyway, let's go into this ominous room. Whee! Can I check? Like, can I just look up? Is there
Sure.
like another slidey stone door potentially happening?
Roll me an investigation.
No balls.
I mean, just because
We'll give her guidance.
You are
27.
You are certain there is no trap rigged to this door. You also notice with that 27 in the room beyond, that you do not see, and as you were walking around, you did not see any more of those like burrowing holes that the grubs had. You don't see any more of that. And you notice this room, whatever it is, seems to have been emptied out. Like there's all these shelves that no longer hold anything.
Are they like
Those
book-sized shelves?
Appear to hold nothing.
Yeah, book
Charlie-
sized, and there's a couple spots for like that look a little like larger. Like you could place like a larger, like maybe like not literally a trophy, but like trophy, like lowercase trophy kind of things in here too.
You guys, there is a room with like bagpipes. You guys, do you guys want to hear me play the bagpipe?
That will scare all the bugs away. Charlie's gonna
Aw.
give Hazard a potion of greater healing and pop one in for himself.
Oh, I think Val was gonna do cure wounds if you want to save that.
Oh.
I mean, it's a 2d4.
Or I mean, it's up to you. Whatever you wanted to do there.
Blue.
I'll just give him a regular potion.
Okay.
Cool, because he only gets 6.
6 to hazard, and
Yeah.
it's the same. Oops.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's plus 5, so 9.
Okay.
6 to Hazard,
Okay.
8 to Charlie.
That feels much
I'll
better.
also
Thank
give
you.
Hazard a healing where it doesn't drop dead. For a whopping 4.
Same question about this room. Is there any crazy thing that's gonna fall on top of me or prevent me from getting out of here?
Rolling another investigation because it's a different room.
Because my spell is very limited now.
Is Val still feeling betrayed as well by Lancer?
Yes,
Oh, come
hence
on.
the heartbroken heart.
Val, this just seems like an ordinary music room, and there are a couple
Cool, I'm
real
walking in.
old, dusty, ratty instruments sitting there. But it appears safe to you.
Oh man, instruments.
I wouldn't put your mouth on those.
Yeah, don't put your mouth on the mandolin.
He's already trying the
I'm
bagpipes.
gonna go put my mouth on the mandolin.
You do not know. There's
Oh, you're
bugs
trying
here.
the bagpipe. That's true.
Is Lancer just gonna play the bagpipes?
Absolutely.
All the bugs
The
come
bugs
crawling
work
out
their
of the
way from the
bagpipe.
bugs out into the pipe.
You squeeze it and it just squeezes like. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. Lancer, the first time you have to pump the bagpipes for more air, you just pump just dust and gravel into your mouth, like directly just. Poof.
Well, it doesn't pump out towards the mouth. That's not how bagpipes work.
They're
You
old, man.
inflate.
So either way, it's dusty.
You play some sick bagpipe riffs.
You were convinced after that the bugs are not going to come back. If they had a problem with Val playing the violin, they're definitely going to stay away from a bagpipe sound.
Hey, my dance macabre was beautiful. Thank you very much.
Right, the sound drove them away.
It was
Your
beautiful.
playing was fine. It's
All
just
right.
the nature of the sound.
Okay. Well, this room's boring.
Boring is
Honestly.
good. Boring
I mean,
is better than dying.
Technically, that is true. Very, very true. I'm gonna like kick the couch, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
just gonna walk around
It
the
goes,
table.
ow, come on, man.
Fuck! Has anybody looked at the bearskin rug room right over there?
Fancy.
That is a large bear.
Hazard steps inside. Oh, it's like some sort of study.
Oh, I need to scroll out. Goodness gravy.
And he's gonna like look
Yeah,
up.
are there keyholes in the desks or something? Come on, Indiana Gnome, step it up. Fine. Look through everything.
Okay, one moment. And he will rifle through and he will find another note inside. Oops. Hold on. No. No. Click on the note. What? Click on the note. Okay, it refuses to let me click on this note. He picks up a note and hands it to you, Charlie.
Let's see.
And it's this one's written in common.
All right. Well, why are you handing it to me then? You can read it.
Well, because you were asking, and I figured.
Alrighty then. Never forget, Phoebe. One day, yet you may unite the small races with the great dragons and their kin. Then, even the frontiers of heaven and hell may be explored. Okay, so maybe it's gonna give us a thing to get to hell side?
I don't know. But certainly seems like another riddle to be solved, and he'll look more at the note. Meanwhile, Filver's gonna point out at this right here and just, hey, guys, look at this really sick painting.
Well,
thought
at least
it
we
was
got
a
a
big
reason to
screen
be
TV.
here now. Let's figure this out.
He'll point out inside. Oh, where is it? Oh, whoops! I never made a slide just for that. Okay, well, I'm just gonna drag it out on this screen then. Boom. Okay, it's on the map layer. Can you see that? Okay. I guess I need to move them all.
No, it's covered up
Yeah,
by everybody.
Yeah. Sorry.
No.
So it's a portrait of Phoebe here and assumedly Yendis.
He's holding out some kind of book.
In a crack pipe.
Yes.
Tattle looks up at it. Well, I guess I'm not the only fan of Calm Leaf, huh?
All the more reason for me to try some.
Right? All the dragons do it, yeah?
Apparently. All the dragons but me.
Wait, so the room with the books, though, was totally empty. Right?
Well, maybe
There
we go back
was-
and do a closer look.
There was a note in the bed, and there was a note here. And there was a note in the coffin room.
Okay, I'm going to go back to the room with the shelves and I'm gonna go like, look.
Well, but
we've read all of the notes, right? Or at least the one
That
in
we
the
know of.
coffin was about the
Found.
music.
Wait. I want to check the room with the circles and the chairs.
Okay.
And I want to inspect them, and then I just want to like dismantle all of the nice shapes and just like look all up in there. I don't know if he's pulling like an Ellen and he's like, look under your chair. Like, I just want to be sure.
Okay.
I'm assuming
From where
that's
your
like,
token
oh,
is right
that's
now, it looks like a very big-headed version of this little drawing underneath it. With a 27, you get a good thorough look at everything, and you're confident it's a normal room with table and chairs.
Burn it down. Burn it down.
Fireball!
Has anyone checked inside the couches of the music room?
I mean, I kicked a couch.
Can I go through
So-
like the seats,
that's
see if there's any
like
spare
looking.
coins?
Sure.
I've done this before. I'm getting deja vu. Voice.
Well, you don't find any, extra notes, but you do find 3 gold underneath one of
Nice.
the cushions. Indy's gonna be looking at the note. Well, the one was just a note about Drake going back to Hilson. The other helped us figure out what to do in the coffin room. Well, perhaps there's just something in this last note about what we need to do to figure out where this key goes.
Well, I mean, if it's a small races, I guess we could look where the small races are on the walls and stuff.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Have we seen any?
I think
I
so.
mean, there's a red dragon next to it, red dragon born over here near this room. I don't know if that means anything, but I think it's kind of crazy.
I'm sure there was one somewhere around here.
Well, the note does mention dragons and their kin. That could be dragon and dragonborn, right?
Looking in this room again. Fuck it.
Nothing new for you, Sid, with that.
Gonna shatter the room. I'm gonna wave in destruction the bookcase.
How many times can you do that?
I mean, it goes from like level 4?
Um,
five?
Here are the
Small.
Braun,
Like
here are
5
the
and up.
small ones.
Braun, near you, there's a halfling carving here, a gnome carving here. Down here is a dwarf carving.
Can they be moved? Or are they like inserted into the wall?
Are you giving them a touch of some sort?
Yeah, I guess an investigation.
Yeah. If you press one, it will depress into the wall a little bit.
Oh, secret staircase? Does anything happen when I push one in?
No.
Do you announce it to everybody?
Yeah, I'll say, guys, when I push, something happens.
I'm here.
Oh, maybe push the rest of the small ones. I'll push the dragons over here.
And Lancer's gonna push the dragon and dragonborn ones.
Are you tall enough? Are you big enough that you could do both? Because they are against the wall, technically.
Oh, you mean like he's like, does it like?
Yeah, it's 15
Go
feet
back
across
when
that
he-
hallway.
I thought like
no,
it's
it like
just a push in.
no, it like presses into the wall some.
right.
Like,
but
what if he like just
does
bent
it just stay
forward,
there?
stuck
Oh, no,
one
no,
arm
sorry, yeah,
out
it's-
and 1 foot back?
If you take your hand off, it will proceed back out.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry.
Then
It doesn't
he'll do-
stay depressed. You have to hold it in.
You'll do the dragonborn one then.
Hazard will walk up to Braun. I can press this one with the gnome, I guess.
Just like we press those gnomes in heaven, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, those things were so stupid. They were so kind and innocent. That's the best kind of person to insult.
Not our circus, not our monkeys.
Tattle's gonna walk down. Well, I guess I'll take care of this dwarf down here. And Indy will be like making the rounds. Well, okay. So we've got a gnome, a halfling, a dwarf, a dragon, and a dragonborn. Are they all? He calls out. Is everybody pressing those in?
I'm going to press the other one near Lancer because I'm also an amazing bard and I do contribute to puzzles and such.
So as you press the 5 of those in, nothing seems to happen.
Rocks fall and everybody dies. Well, this is more and more hooky dooks.
Fine. You know, maybe there's more than just the ones we pressed.
I mean,
Is there
what
any-
other ones would there be?
Is that a tabaxi and a frog guy?
Val,
Put this guy down here.
Val, the frog guy that you see is a bullywug, and they are small.
I'm gonna push the button.
Okay. Are you? Filver will step forward then to press the dragon in your absence. What were you checking out, Braun?
I was thinking the Yuan-Ti, if that counted as Dragonborn descendant.
No, it would not.
Yep.
If you were to try to give that one a press, it would not press in.
All right, then I'll go back and I'll press the halfling in again.
Okay. Indy looks at Charlie. Well, we seem to have pressed in at least 6 of these. What could be
Okay.
left?
I don't know.
Wait, are these like gnome and halfling? We got like a half orc and or an orc and a half orc.
Is there a kobold somewhere?
That person and that person.
There's
What
a
is this
dragon
one
and a
right here?
dragonborn.
What is that?
That's an
There's a
Aesop.
lizard folk.
There's no lizard folk.
Oh, never mind. That's a Wanty.
Yeah. This is an ASMR, and this one is a tiefling.
Balls.
Are the dwarves considered small race for this?
Yeah, but like, what's her face has that one? I think.
Yeah, they would be. It did press in.
Okay.
Are we all supposed to be
What the-
pressing at the exact same time?
Like this.
I thought we were.
Well, you did press
Yeah.
all the
think we
6
are.
so far that you feel confident in. You pressed all 6 at the same time, and nothing seemed to happen.
I don't.
So either
see
you're wrong
anything
or
else.
there were more.
That would be small.
Okay,
got,
well,
like, a
maybe I
human.
need to press. Anybody got ideas which one I need to press?
We got the human and we got this thing, but that looks like a hissy guy.
Yeah, that's
And
a
we got
Wanty.
the maybe a tabaxi, like Guff and Gruff are super small, but I don't think that constitutes for everyone because then you got like Thunderclap or Thunder Cheeks.
I was
Thunder
saying
I don't
unite
know.
the small and the dragon and dragonkin, right?
Yep.
I booped Charlie on the nose. Does it work?
We got the dragonborn, got the dragon, and we think we got all the smalls.
Oh, it says heaven and hell. We need the
There's a tiefling here.
tiefling and the
And the
Azimar.
ASMR.
The Azimar.
Asimar.
That was ASMR.
I just pronounced it Buttamar.
Indy will step up to the ASMR as Charlie steps up to the tiefling. Like, all right, is everybody all set?
I hit
Yeah.
it and then I hold it. Yep.
All right, you all press in your respective things, and you do hear to the Val to your southeast. You hear Charlie to your southwest. You hear what sounds like some stones shifting.
To my southwest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh hey! I check the doorway first. Does it look like it can kill me and or like
Now there's
imprison me?
two of them instead of one of them.
It looks very safe, Sid.
Psych!
Check the weird.
There's a thing
LOL,
on the
got you.
dresser, table, whatever it is.
Yeah, so there's sort of this red treasure box looking thing, and the box seems to actually be decorated in like red dragon scales.
Is there a keyhole in it?
There is.
All right, Indiana, you got your keyhole.
Thank you, Charlie. Sincerely, I mean that. Thank you.
Put it inside of it.
So he steps
See
forward.
what's in there.
He puts the key in and he opens it, and inside the treasure box is a severed tongue.
Ew.
Cool. Are you happy
Ew.
now, Indy? Are you happy now?
And he kind of picks it up and he's like, "Is this
Is it everything you ever wanted, Indy?
this? It must belong to Yendis herself.
Ew.
That's morbid.
Why preserve?"
Was it ripped out because she plays Valis in Shademark and it's an annoying character?
She
Is
holds
that
it-
my cue to stop sending? Is that what's up?
No.
Yes,
Alright,
hello.
Indy.
I am a dragon. My name is Yensid.
All right, Indy, let's go.
Yes.
Get
well,
out of this place infested with crazy
I
bugs.
suppose we have scoured the
Can I
land.
Phoebe
cast,
was
Detect
like,
Magic on it?
seriously get
Oh
fucked.
yeah, of course. And detect magic, of course, would have gone down at some point during your search, Ryan. So
Yeah, I'll cast it again.
yeah, totally, it lights up.
Well, whatever it is, it's still packing magic.
Maybe it's like this eyeball we keep carrying around.
Oh, I can't believe we're carrying a bunch of. I have a scale. There's the eye. There's a tongue.
I got a feather.
Ryan, if you're gonna do the thing to
Just
like
one out of all of them.
to see what kind of type of magic it is.
Yes, please.
Oh, and then Andrews was claws, right? Or a claw?
Yeah. He passed on it, but that was what was offered. Yeah. I think. Okay. It's Ryan. You get necromancy and evocation.
Maybe
Necromancy
I
because
should
it's
just.
actually part of a body, and necromancy, or excuse me, and evocation because it seems to be like able to send something forth, if you will.
All right. Well, it's powerful and causes destruction. Indy, what do you plan on doing with this thing?
I'm not sure, really.
It belongs in a museum. Sorry, that's a terrible impression.
Perfect.
He looks at Valison. Well, you played the song. Do you want to inspect this?
I inspect it.
And as soon as Valison touches it, you know how like a couple times it's kind of done like the Oblivion Daedra thing where you like touch something and suddenly you're like spirited away somewhere else.
Oh shit! Cue the dog song.
So Val,
Shit.
you find yourself. You don't need dog song for this. You can if you want, but
Dog song.
you find yourself standing in that study where that bear rug was, and kind of chilling on a bookshelf is none other than Yendis, who's gonna be like smoking her pipe, reading her book. She like looks up.
Am I still holding the tongue?
No, you're just gonna stay there. She looks up, kind of closes the
Oh,
book,
thank God.
hops off the shelf and walks over to you. And how tall is Valison?
Like 5 foot nothing.
Okay, because Yendis is like 3 foot nothing.
Oh yay!
She's gnome
Hi.
size.
Hey, small.
She looks
Yeah.
up at you. So she just looks up at you. You know, I did wonder who would one day pass these tests. Put magic into my tongue in my last days, hoping maybe someday would be able to somebody would be able to harness it. And I'm glad somebody has. Apparently, you've also managed to pass the tests that I laid out, that Phoebe was so gracious to put into practice for me.
You mean the Beatles?
Beatles, what? No, I just...
The Grubs?
What? No, we were just supposed to put gas in the coffin. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
have
no, like it's
bugs
infested
made
by
the-
like crazy stuff. Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
They must have made their home here after it was abandoned. I do apologize. That was not part of my design. Just the carvings
I mean-
and the gas. That was my doing.
You know, it was pretty effective actually. Like, so in terms of like, hey, protect my my body and stuff. Like 10 out of 10.
I
Like-
see.
Wouldn't
Well-
go in there again. You know.
Well, you found my tongue anyway, so there's no need to go back. So,
Good.
enjoy that. And I don't know what quest brought you here, and my accent has disappeared suddenly, but I wish you the best on whatever that quest is.
I have a question.
Sure.
What does the tongue do?
It's quite a special thing, Matt. And before she answers, you find yourself back in the room with everyone else, Sid. And for all the rest of you, like that all happened like in an instant. None of you witnessed that. It was just like in a flash. Val had all that and is still standing there. Where is it? Yennis's tongue is now. I'm putting in everyone's journal just so everyone can see it. And if you want to read what it does, Sid, go for it.
A spellcaster may imbue this dragon's tongue with any spell up to level 3. This stored spell can then be cast by the user without any verbal cues, somatic movement, or material cost. They simply cast it at will. The spell remains stored until used or replaced. You guys, I got another thing of sending.
Kind of, yes, if that's what you want it for.
God damn it.
Of course.
What else am I gonna use it for? It's a tongue! But also, I could probably put something like, I don't know, something a little more like helpful in there. Like, no, that one hasn't worked in like a year and a half.
Hold
Maybe
up,
like
Indy.
shadow
Are we keeping this after all this time? All this work? You don't even want it?
He looks at Valison. Well, if it is necessary for your quest, I mean, obviously, there is more dire stakes in what you are doing.
I communed with the dragon. It has to be mine.
You did
Definitely.
what?
Oh, like I totally like, and like, I had it was a brief conversation, but like, we totally chatted and like had the cup of coffee, and they were like, "You can have it."
That's him
Like,
inciting you. He's like,
Solved.
I don't know
these
about
spells
the
and
coffee,
stuff.
but I do know that the dragons would
Get
imbue
mine.
certain things with power.
Deception.
Very well. If you could,
hold on.
no, you're good. You're good. He believes you.
Now let's see that natural one come up.
Okay.
Shut your whore mouth. 25.
So he's like, he's like, oh, coffee. That's interesting. Well, anyways, if you could perhaps just bring it back when you're done with it, and I could preserve it when necessary.
Totes.
Use it for what
Just
you
gotta
need.
go to hell first.
Yes. Well, don't let me stop you then. I suppose we've done all we need to do, and clearly, I know young Charlie here wants to be on his way. I suppose I'll send the messages I need to send to authorize what needs to happen with the manor, and you can be off then.
Yep, it works out.
And thank you. I suppose we traded the one historical discovery for the destruction of another. That's funny how that goes.
And Indy, maybe just in case anyone else gets curious, we put up a sign, something outside. Beware all that enter, booby traps be inside. For
Bugs.
the next people.
Ooh, I do like preserving historical sites and putting up notices. Yes. Filver, draft up that announcement for me. Entitled, if you could get to work on the materials for the sign. But I myself will contact who I need to contact to authorize the destruction of the manor as you requested.
It's the Bob's
Say,
Burger
your friend-
episode where the historical guy just keeps putting placards out in front of people's places so they stage murders there. Then gnomes.
Your friend, by the way, the dragonborn-like fella who lives out that way, if you wish to have your own people handle the destruction, I'm more than willing to let him and his people do that.
Well, I'm glad that they have your permission to do something that saves the world.
Charlie, I don't appreciate the sass, but I do wish you best of luck on your quest.
Okay.
And with that, I suppose we're done. And you'll exit cave, and it's only probably about midday or so right now, maybe a little in the afternoon. And you will step out. He'll clearly be sending his message, and then well, that's that. I suppose you're off on this Elquest. It's
Yeah, I don't suppose you know any historical legends about going to hell or anything like that.
Hazard will pipe up for the first time in a while. I do know about some of the temples that are in the part of the continent we haven't gone to yet.
Yeah, I just figured the archaeologist might know, like, certain gates, code words, passwords, puzzles, demons.
Well, I suppose if you were concerned about the dangers inside the keep, there's going to be a lot more down there.
Correct.
And these temples that Hazard speaks of, yes, I am familiar. There are 4 of them. One is sort of the chief one in the middle, you could say, the Temple of Descendants, and then, there are the other ones, the sands, the soil, and the sea. As far as what they're used for, you say they're used for travel down there. I've certainly never made such a journey myself, but I'd be curious to know what you find.
Who lives in Temple Shade?
Oh, well, I haven't been there in some time myself. I don't particularly know. But the one person that the party knows would be the younger brother of August. June Red does live there, or at least was last seen kind of hanging around there. So you kind of tangentially know somebody.
Thought you're gonna be like, DeStyles comes from there.
No, he don't. Wouldn't you love to know where he comes from?
Hellside.
So you do know, yeah, kind of someone there, and then of note, the Temple of the Soil you've actually seen. When you did your whole thing in Feathernest with the werewolf, you did see it out on the lake, so you could potentially get there relatively quickly too. And Indy will step away and leave you all to it. In that case. Thank you all so much for your help today, Dreamcatchers. Do take care of that.
Thank you. Yup.
Well, I think
Get
that's
out,
the
Lord
last thing
Frodo.
off our list.
The list is done. We gotta go to Hellside. We gotta get the last thing, and we saved your son.
Don't sound too excited, Charlie. We're going to hell after all.
What's the worst that could happen?
I'm gonna mark. So let's see. You'll get the you'll get the orcs and the Goliaths. You'll get the monks up here. Oh, I already marked that. And let's see. One other thing for you. Well, and we're not actually done yet. We can go for a few more moments here. Is now, these are going to be taken care of as well. That one's going to be sealed off. That one's going to be sealed off. So now the only, in time now, in the next, over the next few days, the only open gate will be the one here in Wood Edge, the one that's kind of in the middle of, the open woods, or a clearing in the woods. That's the term for that. So yeah, so you've got all but one sealed off. You've got a ton of people to your side. I'll obviously also be giving you guys some XP for everything tonight. It's also technically the following day. Hazard will also suggest, hey, since we know where that one temple is, Charlie, could we teleport to Feathernest and just check that one out?
Well, that's how we're gonna get to Hellside, right?
Yeah, we gotta check out these temples just like we did for the Heavenside stuff, yeah? Except we'll just be going the other way.
Alrighty then, if that's where we gotta go to get to Hellside so that we can get the last cord to save Braun's son, then let's do it.
Take us away, Charlie.
Is it the next day, or do I have spell slots again?
It's yeah. So you got a long rest before you went into the keep, and it's still the same day. So you should still have most of your slots.
I only have one spell slot for teleport. I already used it once today.
Oh. I guess
You used it on the magic missile?
No. Well, wait. So
No,
so
no,
we
no.
had a long
There.
we had a long rest when we
you,
had that,
yeah,
right?
yeah, you still
Yeah,
have it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, he would have teleported out of there at the bugs then. Man,
I'm surprised you didn't mention it.
I forgot about the overnight camp thing.
Yeah, sorry, you did have a long rest.
Okay, then yeah, I guess I'll teleport people.
Okay. You do that. You teleport to Feathernest. And upon arrival, and again, I think that's just you could get there, no questions asked. You get there, and of course, this is the city where, or the town rather, where Val's brother works as a guard. So as soon as you pop in, actually everybody can roll me a perception, or if you wanted to use your passive, I suppose that's fine too. This isn't going to be any major sort of check.
Passive's 15.
Yeah, passive's 9.
Okay, so maybe Charlie doesn't notice. But Braun and Val and Lancer. I don't know if Lancer's met. Oh yeah, because he was at dinner. So Lancer has at one point met Val's brother.
You met him on the train too.
That's true. So you get there and you see Val's brother, and he's like sitting on one of these fences. He's wearing a fancy hat, and he's sipping on something. And as soon as he sees his sister and a bunch of adults pinging, he just throws the drink like behind him into a bush.
So is this what you do with your time after being unwerewolfified, sir?
Excuse me. You are talking to second in command of Feathernest Guard now, and if I want to have a drink on my break, I can. And if I want to throw it into a bush because I should not be having the drink because of my age, I can also do that.
I want to put on his hat. Can I take his hat?
If you want to grab for it, you could.
I totally grab for it.
All right, we'll do opposing grapples.
Oh god, grapple? Is that athletics? I don't pay attention to grapple
Well,
enough.
he rolled a 2, so.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, you snatch his hat, and he's like, "Hey, give that's for me! That's for me! That is my hat for being second in command!"
Tuck it back and like roll it onto my head, and I just kind of like, oh, I am second of command, and I flash Lancer's badge. I am also a police officer.
Lost everybody.
Lancer takes the badge back.
Well, I forgot about this.
Oh,
Hey,
Ryan.
that's
I heard him say,
mine.
"Oop, lost everybody," but everybody seemed fine.
Lancer, give that back.
Well, I let you hold on to it, but it is my badge. It's kind of an official thing.
I take off the hats and I give it back to Ildon, and I'm just like, so what are you doing?
He puts it back on.
Thank you. Well,
Yeah.
ever since the whole werewolf incident, and because, most of the people are,
Gone. Welcome back, Ryan.
I'm like, why'd everyone get quiet all of a sudden?
No, we were all fine. So anyway, so Ildan's like,
well, ever since the werewolf incident, there aren't too many guards around.
but because I was the only one who survived, they think I'm like something special, and I'm not going to tell them I'm not. So now I'm second in command of the guard around here, and as such, they give me a fancy hat. They also give me the nickname Wolf Boy,
Thank you.
which I'm kind of 50-50 on.
Fake it till you make it, am I right?
I guess so. He looks at Lancer
Also,
and
look, I
Braun.
have this tongue.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty gross.
He looks at Lancer and Braun.
That was somehow only the second grossest thing that happened to us today.
I see. I don't know if I want to know about that, but Mr. Braun and Mr. Lancer, since you two have, this leadership experience, if I have questions for you sometime about it, is that okay if I ask?
Sure. If you're looking to get through the ranks, I'm sure I could give you a hand. Could write you a letter. Maybe you write the letter and I'll sign it.
Ooh, that would be good. I am already second in command, so there's only so many more steps to go. Anyways, why?
Braun's gonna lean over to Lancer. He's like, a lot of his platoon was killed. That might have had something to do with him being promoted.
Oh, okay, I missed that.
Anyways, what brings you all back here to Feathernest?
Distraction.
What?
Actually, though, we have to go and like destroy something. So
We are here to check out some temples to get into hell side.
Okay, I don't know which of these is worse. The disgusting tongue that my sister has, or the fact that that's not the most disgusting thing, or that she says she's here for destruction, or that you're going to hell. These are all very bad things.
Still definitely the second one. Trust me, kid, you don't want to know.
and they're like,
Well,
all
we're
not,
also
like,
trying to
free.
prevent the world ending for like the 27th time. So there you go. There's the be all end all. That is
Wait,
was
like
really
27th
bad.
time it's ended, or like I've said this for the 27th time. Listen.
A little bit of both, honestly.
A little bit of both, I guess. It seems like a lot of people we run into are like not getting the core concept of the stakes here.
Yeah, that you do run into the RPG problem of like, listen, man, if you save the world, I don't want to have given you all this gear for free. I can make a profit in the new world.
Right. Well, are you talking about like the temple that's out on the lake?
Yeah. I believe Hazard did say that it was out on the lake.
I see. Well, yeah, that is what I said. It's out on the lake. Okay, well, you all have fun with that. If you need any assistance from the Feathernest Guard, you can let the second in command know. And I'm now going to go over there and finish my break.
Wait, before you go drink on the job, where can we get a boat to get out there? Can you arrange something like that for us?
Well,
Be a very good sign of leadership.
Sure, let me, just a moment.
And he's gonna like go off to like the barracks.
You absolutely used my brother to do your legwork.
Jealous?
Yes, very much.
After a few moments, you see him come around the corner of the building, and he's like very slowly like dragging a decent sized like canoe, just like dragging it out from behind the building.
Can one of you maybe help a little bit with this?
Lancer, you want
I
to,
will- Oh, I will
I
go
mean,
help.
it's a
you.
little
I am-
entertaining.
I am very strong, and I will help.
Thank you, sister.
If he was able to do it, like if he was like barely squeaking by, now together you all are like decently squeaking by. Like it's still heavy, but it's a noticeable improvement with Val on it.
Thank you, sister.
Lancer will give a hand.
And then it's like, oh, like it just with Lancer.
Okay, well, this is the canoe. Is there anything else that the guards of Feathernest can provide?
Just kind of curious, was this canoe originally an asshole tree?
I mean, it was a tree. I don't know about the other part.
We turned the tree like he was a rude tree. But you know, he had it coming to him, you know?
Is it weird to say that I miss that guy? I miss that asshole tree
You miss assholes?
I
when
mean,
there are trees.
If
I
Val
mean,
wants
he
to
helped
speak with
us,
plants
though.
with this canoe, I let it go before. Because remember, it still spoke while it was a canoe.
it's true. I'm gonna do it. Hey, buddy, how are you?
Hey girl, what's up?
Ooh, I
wanna-
think he likes me,
You
you
wanna
guys.
hop in this canoe?
Oh, I am that spell. No.
Is
You
this
guys, the tree is a pervert.
Do you have another canoe that we could use?
how many other canoes do you have? I'll tolerate asshole, but pervert is where I draw the line.
Listen, we'll start an interview process.
This is one of two. We can go get the other one. Do I need?
Lancer, do you want
Val,
to
do
get the
you
other
dare
one?
see what this canoe is like?
I mean, I can swim pretty well. I actually really like the water.
I can just fly.
Well, I
Oh.
can do neither of those things.
Yeah,
How
I'd
far
also
out
prefer to
is
take
it?
the boat.
It's a
How
decent.
far
Yeah,
out?
It is like decent distance out on the lake.
Because I can like teleport out to like 500 feet
It's
and then like drown very
actually
promptly,
if we
but
go to the big map. From the shore.
Oh, is it like miles?
Oh, it's like 4 miles.
Oh, okay. Then
oh,
yeah, we'll need the
that
boat.
can't happen. I will be the boat.
Well, you can either choose to be ignorant to how the canoe actually is, or you can talk to this canoe too and see what it's like.
If you want me to go get the other canoe, I can do that, but I will request that Mr. Lancer here helps me move this one.
But like, do know, you
Okay.
guys, that I'm not being like super picky. But he was like, "You want to get up in this canoe?" And I'm like, "What? I'm not putting my butt in there."
So Lancer, you help Ildon return the canoe, and then he drags out a different one.
I choose to remain blissfully ignorant.
Is this one to your liking?
Probably the right idea.
Plus, Val can only do the speak with plants once a day, so.
Yep.
All right.
Well,
We can take a canoe out.
Great. I guess I will leave you all to it, and now my break is definitely over, so I will get back to the all-important second in command, clerical work.
Braun's gonna put a hand on his shoulder and be like, "Trust me, kid. I've been there."
Right. Well, okay. Best of luck. Please make sure the canoe is returned.
All right.
There is a record
Shall
of
we,
it, clerical work.
Shall we shove off then?
I think we shall.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
let's go.
you do that. You take the canoe to the edge of the lake. And, probably getting around early evening by the time you get there. And you do see it out there on the lake, the fancy-looking temple. And next week, we'll find out what's inside of the temple when you row out there.
Our doom.
So hey, that does it for this little kind of, side adventure, whatever kind of thing for the evening. And yeah, next week when we pick up, you'll do this first temple, start making your way to hell, and it'll be like the mad dash for the ending. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes left of Tales of Sentra as you make your way to the ending.
Hey.
No.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah. So we'll see what's there next time. Andrew will be here as you pick up
Hopefully.
doing these other temples. I would hope. Yes, I would hope so. All right. Bye everyone. Thank you for watching. Thanks friends for playing. We'll see everybody next week.
Bye, stream.